I try to stay out of love, cause I kill me a bitch. I'm just fucking and thugging and getting money too lit to commit. I got one hole ride my face, another one ride my dick. Like I'm Santa Claus, I check a nigga off for the list. I'm the nightmare before Christmas. Got a fish tank with no fishes. I was out in the deep end and even Nemo couldn't find me. I ain't changed on nobody. If y'all don't see me, then I'm grinding. Tryna have this nigga packed up and cremated by this Friday. You ain't capable of standing your ground. You ain't solid like a toilet stool. My diamonds on flush. Some shit pop. Well, we ain't tripping cause you ain't fucking with us. Ain't shit stopping. Now shit on me coming numbers went up. She did how came through on a Kawasaki. I hate niggas like I'm Nazi. I'm on a lot of rocks. They try to say no to drugs, but they don't listen. Always giving back the youngins in the hood. I know they feelings. I'm a thug, but I be out here spreading love like it's a sickness. I start focusing on me. I was so gone on my niggas. Then I'm a rider, so I find myself in fucked up predicament. But they know you predicting me. Low key niggas be hating. For they benefit, they have you in shitty situations. They post the lace and keep it straight, cause you the one with the paper. But nowadays, they probably lace it, soon the right time to snake it. I'm a shot caller, I'm a shot taker. MJ my baby mama, so I buy her Marc Jacob. I'ma get with you, can't nobody say nigga, I kill killers and I hate haters. All use elevators, steppers, take the staircase. The only way you niggas beat me if I catch a fair case. And ain't no going back, I'm on their ass every day. I'm busy flipping sets, she get the same dick from yesterday. I'm sexually deprived, my dick too good to just be slaying. I'm posting in the hood, but I'm too rich to just be hanging. I'm be 50 still banging, with the youngest throwing Z's up. I'm from popping OEPs down and throw out threes up. She solid like my mama, where she at?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the Bookit Sports community around the world. We're back with the morning after. A lot happened this weekend. We got a lot to talk about, a lot of sports, a lot of news, and we officially got caught up in our first controversy.
Yeah,
we
did.
The show officially, we're going to check that off the list, officially was caught in our first ever controversy for the morning after.
Someone you wouldn't expect as well.
Yeah, seriously. Like, I feel like if we were going to go down the list of controversies I thought we'd be in, this was not one of them.
Yeah. He is someone you gave up on.
Multiple times. So I feel like, oh, wow. Did we get sub bangs?
We did.
Is that what that means? Do we have subbies?
No, I don't know. Wait, what's going on?
Do we have subsidized whales?
I don't see anything now. I don't see anything on the feed.
That might have been 100 biddies then. I can't see chat today, guys, by the way. I can't see chat.
I don't see anything.
I can't see chat. That's on me. What a weekend. We'll talk about the current controversy in a little bit. A lot of football happened. But, I mean, let's start with we both saw Shane Gillis this weekend.
Yeah, we did.
Wow. What a show, dude.
Yeah, it was so good.
I haven't been to, like, a stand-up show or a live event in quite some time.
Yeah.
He is so funny.
He was so good.
Like, he's got to be the biggest comedian right now, and it's not even close.
Yeah, probably.
Like, right now.
Yeah, right now,
like,
probably.
Maybe, like, historically, Kevin Hart's bigger, Dave Chappelle's bigger. But, like, right now, I feel like there's no one bigger than Shane Gillis.
Yeah, probably not. There were, I mean, that place was packed. Like, how many people do you think fit in that stadium?
I don't know. He had American Airlines sold out,
Yeah,
though.
that was incredible. Also, Tony Hinchcliffe being there was awesome.
Yeah, so we get there.
Sick.
My buddies and I didn't know who the openers were going to be.
Yeah.
I know James McCann from the podcast. He's hysterical.
Yeah, he's so funny.
And then I guess he's been bringing out, like, special guests sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
When he announced Tony Hinchcliffe, it was like, wow, this is going to be so good.
Insane.
And it was, I mean, foul, but so funny.
Yeah, well, I think Tony's an Ohio State fan. He went to the Ohio State game the day before, and it was in Dallas. So
I
just
didn't
stayed.
know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Carmen called it before.
No way.
Yeah, like before we even went, she's like, Tony was at the game yesterday, and I feel like he's going to perform tonight.
No way she had that foresight.
Yeah, and then when they said Puerto Rico's favorite comedian, it was like, no way it's him.
So good.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because I feel like, Lady V Wolf subbed. There we go.
Come
Shout
on.
out Lady V Wolf.
Why do I not see that?
Tony Hinchcliffe is funny just because I feel as though there was a moment where I wished I was watching it in the comfort of my own home so I could, like, really laugh at every joke. But there's a couple where it feels uncomfortable to laugh out loud.
I don't know, dude.
But there was so many good ones.
Yeah, there was
Did anyone try to stop him? There was one guy. No, I'm not gonna do
There
the whole
was
bit,
one
but
guy.
dude, that had me rolling.
That
dude.
was so good.
No, he had some bits that were a little bit off kilter, but I feel like that's where you go, Tony Hinchcliffe.
I mean, that's what it.
Yeah, I mean that's like what he's born to do.
That was incredible. I forgot about that one. That one was incredible.
Dude, the one thing I will say that's really cool, not that I'm trying to be a stand-up comedian or anything, but you realize that a really good stand-up comedian is just phenomenal at telling stories, especially Shane, because it's a lot of like personal stories. He doesn't do like bits really.
Yeah.
It's like personal stories, whereas Tony Hinchcliffe runs like straight bits.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, what about this and that?
Yeah.
And Shane is just like a storyteller, but he's just so good at it.
Yeah.
Dude, the thing that I noticed that was like really cool is obviously, I mean, I haven't been on Shane Gill since the beginning. Maybe this past year and a half, I really got into him.
Yeah.
And like listening to all of his old stand-up and even on the podcast. I feel like watching him live, he's like now taking that second step as a comedian where he's starting to tie jokes into one another.
Yeah.
Which is like something Dave Chappelle is so good at, where like he starts with this story and then you go for like 30 minutes and then it ends with a complete tie back to that one, which like Shane hadn't done in his other specials.
Yeah.
And it was really cool to see him like take that step where you're like, damn, like he's going to be the biggest comedian like that we've seen in a long time if he just keeps getting better and better at this, because it was insane, dude.
Yeah, that was so funny. He was like, this is the only way I know out of this joke.
Yeah, so good. So good. But yeah, it was a crazy weekend of sports. Ravens beat up on the Steelers. Yeah. Are the Ravens going to do it?
No.
The answer is no.
No.
Because the Chiefs
Sadly,
are just going to do it again.
Dude, I want them or the Bills to win so bad, and sadly they're just not.
I feel like the most popular underdog bet of the weekend was the Broncos. I think everyone thought the Broncos were just going to come out and shock the world. Yeah. And it was just...
It started off looking like it.
Not the case.
Started off looking like it.
It did. 40-yard bomb. I think everyone chalked the game. They're like,
yeah,
oh
it was like, oh my God.
just won.
Yeah, exactly. And they didn't score
I've never seen the vibes shift quicker than a 40-yard touchdown to start the game. And everyone just assumes the Broncos won already.
I mean, dude, I assumed that they covered that game after that touchdown. It was like they're going to be scoring all over him today.
All over him.
And they didn't score again.
The only thing that pissed me off about that game is Pat Surtain is the best corner in the league. Like, he is phenomenal.
Yeah, he's really good.
The only thing that pissed me off is when a guy like Mac Hollins gets one catch on him and then, like, steps over him and then kicks him.
That was so dumb.
Like, he's him. It's like, brother, let's keep it a buck.
That was so dumb.
Pat Surtain owns you.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of stuff, I get it. Like, you're in the moment. If you're Mac Hollins, you probably never get that opportunity very frequently against a guy like Pat Surtain. But it was also, like, not that impressive of a play. Like, I'm pretty sure it was just a quick slant, and he caught it on him.
Yeah, I mean,
and like stepping over him, like owning him, was just like, dude, what are we doing here?
I mean,
what are we doing here?
He was 1-on-1 against him. And
yeah, I mean,
beat him on his route.
I get it.
Also, Pat Surtain got bailed out in the back of the end zone. Did you see that on that holding call?
I don't know.
They didn't call the hold. Like it could not have been a more egregious hold. I think it was on Dawson Knox, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, it was like a scramble drill.
I don't know if I saw that
he
one.
turned like Dawson Knox stopped on a dime and Nick tried to turn around. He literally just like tackled him in the back of the end zone. They didn't call it. It was crazy.
I had like a weird weekend. So Friday, didn't go out, hung out in my apartment, which was the first time in a while on like a Friday. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna go out. Just stayed in my apartment. I watched. I forget what game was on Friday. Was that Ohio State, Texas?
Yeah.
Which we haven't even talked about yet.
No.
Wow, we're gonna have to talk about that. But I stayed in my apartment. I watched Ohio State, Texas. Talked to some of my buddies from home. And then Saturday, so I feel like this might be my new thing, which is why I wanted to tell you about it. I might be a don't go out on Friday, destroy body on Saturday, because I didn't go out on Friday. And normally I would, like, you know, back in the day I'd go out Friday, Saturday, maybe have a couple on Sunday, and then just be chalked for the rest of the week. Didn't go out on Friday, dude. I felt like I was a starting pitcher that just got some rest.
On Saturday?
Like, dude, I came into Saturday like, dude, I might be able to throw 99.
Ready to go.
Like, dude, I haven't felt like I could throw 90 in a long time. I came down to Dallas on Saturday, and I was like, dude, my fastball might be all the way back.
I mean, it makes sense.
Like, I was like, dude, the elbow's feeling good. The warm-ups were nice. Because it was like I came in not feeling hungover, got to Dallas early Saturday. All my buddies had gone out Friday, but I was like, I'm not going to go. Whatever. Dude, me and my one buddy went out on Saturday, and it was literally the beaches of Normandy. Like, I was, like, for the first time in a long time, Josh, Saturday, like, midnight, couldn't see my feet. The first time in a long time, I like looked down. And I was like, "Ooh, I can't see my feet."
I saw that video you posted. What was it like? Chad, is this a good route?
Yeah, did you like that route? We were running routes at the bar, dude.
Is that a good route? It was like you ran like half a yard. That was so funny.
But it was all about the throw.
Yeah. There was a girl sitting like right there too. You're like,
that was my buddy's girlfriend.
No, yeah. She's probably like, what the fuck are these guys
It's a
doing?
really funny story. That was my buddy's girlfriend. And she's got a friend that makes like phenomenal guac.
Okay.
Like the best guac you ever had. Bar none.
Okay.
And we'll always like bother her and be like, can you please make the guac? And that night, dude, me and my buddy were so fucked over. We were like, if you don't make the guac, I'm gonna do bad things to myself in GTA. And we were like bullying her, and we were like bullying her into making this guac. Because we were like, dude, we need the guac. Like me and my
At what time?
Yeah,
what time?
Dude, it was all night. It was like an all night thing.
Okay.
Like all night thing. We had like a big group with us, and like throughout the night we'd be like, yeah, we need the guac.
Shout out Dre Smith for the sub on YouTube.
What up, Crypto Imp and Wendy's? But so whatever. I was even like, dude, I'll pay for Pilates class. Like we need this guac. Like we needed the guac. Mm. I guess they wanted to by the morning, me and my buddy had forgot about the guac. So I'm sleeping on my buddy's couch. We both wake up. It's like 9:30, 10 a.m. We're like, oh my God. Literally felt like we got hit by a bus. Yeah. In GTA. Like I was like, my brain feels like it's going to ooze out of my ears right now. It's so bad. Get a FaceTime call from my buddy. Pick up the phone. Flips the camera. They're like sweatshopping guac. Like there's so many avocados. Like so many avocados. And I like look at the phone. Totally, by the way, have forgotten about the guac. Yeah. Like had woke up in the morning. Literally.
What time was this in the morning?
It was like 10 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
So I woke up on my buddy's couch. That's where I was sleeping.
Not like super
when I go to Dallas. I mean, that's super early we were up 4.
I was just I was thinking it'd be like weird if they're like making guac at like 7 a.m. If like they got up and started whipping up guac.
I mean, but they might have been. Like, they were halfway through the process. It looked like, dude, it was
guac's
like
pretty
sweatshop.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot stress enough the sweatshop of guac that was happening in that kitchen. But so the night before, me and my buddy, we were up so late. We ended up getting McDonald's and then walking and then getting dropped off at his apartment. And he had a buddy drive down, and we woke him up, which is, the kid literally just drove from Chicago to Dallas. We come in at 4 a.m. Hot. Like, dude, I came in hot. You would have thought I was fucking like in Interstellar going to the moon, dude. I came in hot. So banged up. We like come in hot. I was like, here's what we'll do though. I'll buy him a Big Mac and fries, because like who could be mad if they wake up and there's free burger and fries? So we go into my buddy's living room, dude. I come in scorching hot. Like, get the fuck up. Dude, this kid wakes up. Like, hey man, really, I've never seen someone less excited.
I
for
know,
a Big
yeah,
Mac.
why, yeah. It's like, dude, I'm not hungry at all.
I thought, dude, in my head, I thought the Big Mac and fries was gonna pay dividends. So chill about it. He was just like, he ate the fries. I'm pretty sure threw away the Big Mac, so the Big Mac ended up just being useless. But to make a long story short, we ended up throwing on some old school Scooby-Doo. Back in
Like
the day,
the movies,
VHS Scooby-Doo TV shows.
Like the cartoons?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the first iteration.
Yeah.
Because like when I was sick, I have a lot of
love
older
those,
siblings. I had a TV in my room that I like wasn't allowed to use, but it was just VHS.
Yeah.
So whenever I was sick, I could use it, but all we had was like old school shit.
Yeah.
So I used to just like love watching
used to
like
have
old
that
school
shit too,
Scooby-Doo
yeah.
when I had like the flu, just like coming out of my fever dreams, like holy shit. So we like, dude, I was so banged up. It was like the three of us sitting in these couches. We like put on Scooby-Doo. Dude, we cranked out like the full series.
A whole lot. I mean, those episodes aren't that long.
Dude, they're like 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're
max.
really short.
Yeah, so good.
I feel like they felt so much longer, like when you were a kid, but like they are very short.
And I'll tell you what, still made me giggle. I was sitting there laughing,
yeah.
and I was talking to them. I was like, it is embarrassing that I still find this funny.
Dude, do you know what movie I want to see? I want to rewatch the Scooby-Doo movie, like the live action one. I forgot where they go to that scary island. Do you know what I'm talking about?
So good.
What's that movie called? Do you remember? I want to watch that.
I forget the name of it.
Because I loved that movie when it came out.
The movie's so good, dude.
Oh,
also, Wood and Wood, if you know what I'm saying. Daphne and Velma. Yeah. Oh, my Lord. All right, so back to the original story. So we had apparently made unbelievable promises for guac, right? Wake up the next day. One buddy's a Packers fan, one's an Eagles fan, so it's like, that's a big game. So we're like getting ready for that game. But we're watching the Bills game too. Dude, this FaceTime call comes in, and we already made plans to like bring everybody, like all of our buddies were like, all right, we'll all go to this bar in Dallas to watch the games. Dude, I pick up this FaceTime, and they're like, so what time are you coming over to eat the guac? And we'd already made plans to, like, not have people over my buddy's apartment. Like, we were like, we're all going to go to this bar. Like, all of our buddies. Dude, we were like, oh. We're going to go to the bar. Dude, they had spent, like, 2.5 hours making this guac. And they called us, like, amped up to be like, all right, we made the guac.
Yeah.
We were seeing, dude, it was literally like out of, I'm trying to think, like early Vine days where like it was a 15-second, everything like came flooding back, like all the promises and like how much weight we put on this guac.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, me and my buddy woke up not even remembering that we wanted this guac.
Yeah.
We woke up, dude, the like audible, oh. And then the phone just hangs up, and I was like, "Oh, dude, they're pissing me. Like, this is bad.
Yeah.
Like, this is bad." They're over there in that apartment. They were chefing up, probably sweating over this guac. Like, dude, they're gonna love the fact that we actually made the guac.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, dude, we gotta go over there. Like,
You have to,
we gotta go over there. So we like all immediately like get ready. I was like, dude, we have to go. Like, if we don't go, I'm gonna feel so bad. And I don't like when people are mad at me. And the three of them were pissed.
Yeah.
Like pissed. I was like, fuck. I called them back. I was like, all right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to come over. I'm going to rat fuck the guac for like 30 minutes, and then we're all going to go to the bar to watch the games. Dude, keep in mind, stayed up way too late. We were way too banged up the night before. Fucking drive over to get the guac. Dude, this guac. I feel like I've said guac now to the point where it doesn't feel like a real word. You know what I mean? When you like say a word too many times. Dude, this guacamole, it was like a Band-Aid for every wound in my body.
Really?
Dude, it was so fucking good. And we like walked in and they were like still, you could tell, so pissed because like this wasn't the plan. Yeah. We like walked in and we were like, guys, we're here for the guac. Like I tried to come in like way too hot, and everyone else was like, oh fuck, just like kind of like shuffled in. Dude, it was so good. So good. But then I was like trying to bring the vibes too high, and I was like, all right, who wants screwdrivers? But I'm still hungover, definitely a little drunk still from the night before. Dude, it was like 90% vodka, 10% orange juice. So now the shampoo effect started at like 2 p.m.
No.
Shampoo effect
That'll do it.
Shampoo effect in full effect. I'm back to doing the double Dutch with blacking out, and it's 2 p.m., which is just like not where you want to be.
Guacked up, doing the double Dutch.
I got guacked up, double Dutching with blacking out at 2 p.m. on a Sunday afternoon.
That sounds like a good Sunday, honestly. That sounds kind of fun.
Honestly,
what is the guac like heavy in? Like, what makes it so good?
I don't know.
Like salty, like very lime. I like super
very limey. Very
guac.
limey.
Yeah.
Fresh tomato.
Oh, there's tomato in there.
Yep.
Onion,
Some
raw
onion. Yep. Raw onion. Yep.
Little cilantro.
Really nothing. There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
There's nothing
perfect,
I could be like,
yeah.
that's a little too, that's a little too, that's a little too that, you know? Like, it's so good.
Do you like chunky guac or more smooth? I kind of like chunky.
I kind of
guac.
like chunky too. This wasn't very chunky, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take
It doesn't bother me either, but I do like getting like bigger pieces in it.
I agree.
Yeah.
I love a little chunk with a tomato chunk. I mean, that's how you bust.
Yeah.
That's busted. How would I rank it? Top 5 guacs ever. I put it just in terms of circumstance. Second, all-time guac.
Ooh, what's first?
My cousin makes an unbelievable guac
Really?
when we go down the shore for the summers. But she rarely does it. But when she does, it's like, oh my God, it's unbelievable. But so this ties into the game. So then we go to the bars after this, whatever. Yeah, it ties into the games. Well, it just gets me to our next point, which is talking about Eagles-Packers. Dude, that game was not only one of the most boring games of all time, but also, if I'm a Packers fan, I'm definitely disappointed in Jordan Love.
Jordan
Like,
Love
he's
stinks.
not good.
He
He
stinks.
literally, that pick that he threw to Darius Slay, he might as well just thrown it to Darius Slay.
In his bucket, yeah.
But also, Darius Slay, what a route, what a catch.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
He ran the route better
Yeah, good route.
than Jaden Reed
Dude,
or
also-
Dontavian Wicks.
Yeah, also, Jordan Love's like one good throw the entire game was off his back foot, and he just heaves it up to the right side of the sideline, and Jaden Reed goes and makes a play. Like, his good plays are literally him just throwing 50-50 balls to his receiver and then making plays.
It is also tough because you're watching that game, and dude, he's got no one left though.
His interceptions were all. I mean,
I know, but it is like bare bones.
Throwing
dude.
that interception to Bond wasn't a receiver thing. That was just
that
you
was
threw the
bad.
ball. directly to the defender.
I do think it's
That
tough
was
though
so
because
bad.
nobody's open because you're running with like third string wide receivers at this point, and like they never really had a true one. But he looked bad.
He looked bad.
He looked very bad. On the other side though, Jalen Hurts looked bad.
Yeah, he didn't look bad.
He's not good either. Dude, I'm convinced and I think he's definitely still concussed, by the way. Like, there's no way 2 weeks, first concussion ever, you're coming back that quick. Like, that's insane.
Yeah.
So I think he's definitely struggling with that a little bit, and you could tell, I think it was that third quarter, he scrambled out to the left side and kind of got blown up a little bit. You could tell he was slow to get up because he's definitely like, holy shit. Like, my head is literally scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
But, dude, it seems like he can't throw the ball.
Yeah, no,
He has no idea what he's looking at right now. And the funny part is, dude, I don't know if you saw this tweet or if it was real. He had his first
Oh, I saw it. It was
true
real.
drop back that wasn't play action
Yeah, from under center. Yeah.
from under center
Yeah.
that game. Dude, he's been in the league for 4 years now.
Yeah.
That's his first time under center dropping back that wasn't play action.
Yeah.
Do you know how crazy that is?
It is kind of crazy. I mean, not very many teams do that anymore.
Yeah, it
but
doesn't make – it's not like a shocker stat
Yeah.
because, like, if you're under center in this day and age, it's a run play.
Yeah.
Or play action.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is like, but it is also just funny that it like reinforces like the running back bit. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, these quarterbacks never even just drop back from behind center.
It does look weird when quarterbacks
does.
do that now because like
It
it's just like
does.
you never like I watched that play. I was like that looked odd.
Weird, yeah.
It was a really good play, but it looked odd.
It did. But dude, it's like, even when they are running play action, he's got a wide open run. There was 2 times I think he had AJ Brown. He could have thrown him open.
Yeah.
But dude, he's just not. Like if they go down and he has to throw the ball,
Yeah.
they're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah. Their defense is just raw.
Like
Their defense
very
is
good.
And Saquon.
Dude, he is incredible.
Yeah.
dude.
Like they know that they're running the ball.
Like,
every
dude, you
play,
might as
and
well.
still-
I was talking to my buddy about it. You might as well just run the ball 4 times. You're gonna
Yeah.
get a first down.
Yeah.
Or be in a position where you can tush push 4th and 1.
Just get it to like 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
And then tush push 2 times.
But it's like even on that first touchdown of the game for Jalen, dude, he had it seemed like 40 seconds in the pocket.
Yeah.
He was able to go right, then come back left, and then center himself and be like, all right,
And
who's
Jahan
open now?
Dotson's
And
wide
then
open,
throw
yeah.
it to a wide open wide receiver who's Jahan Dotson. What the hell?
Yeah.
If you took Jahan Dotson first touchdown, you could have fed a small country.
Dude, did you see that parlay? If you parlayed all 3 of the first touchdown scores yesterday, they paid like $10, paid like 1.7 million or something.
Well, who was it in the Commanders game? I forget.
It was Mims, De'Ami Brown, and
De'Ami
Jahan Dotson.
Brown, dude.
It was just like the 3 most random receivers.
You could have made more than a small country's GDP.
Yeah, I think it was
On those
1.7 mil for $10.
Give me a break.
That's actually insane.
I can't even hit the over.
Yeah.
You could have fucking had $1 million off $10.
Oh, Troy Franklin. Sorry, not Mims. But yeah, it was still fucking insane.
But dude, that was insane. Like the most random guy scored first touchdowns. But to my point though, I have an Eagles fan. That's one of my good buddies. It's hard to say he wasn't nervous walking away from that game because whoever you're playing in that next round, I don't know. That defense is very good, but Jalen does concern me a little bit. I think he's hurt. But dude, if it's not, and it literally felt like that game as well. If it's not Devontae Smith on a quick out or a slant where he just is quicker than his guy,
Yeah.
they can't move the ball. If it's not Saquon Barkley taking a run play that should get blown up and taking it for 8 yards.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe, you give him another week, maybe feels a little better. You can start throwing the ball a little bit more because there has been times this season where Jalen Hurts has looked really good.
Mm-hmm.
He did not look really good
No, he did
last
not.
night.
He did not at all. But
At all.
so they're gonna play. I think they play the winner automatically of the Vikings Rams. I think right. They play the winner.
So I
of
think they
tonight's
play the
game.
higher seed of – so because the Commanders won
I think the Commies are automatically playing the Lions.
the Lions.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's set in stone, and then they play the winner of tonight. I think if they play the Rams, they could beat the Rams, but they might have a tough time with the Vikings because their defense is good. The Vikings
Well, also they
defense is
lost
good.
some guys. N'Kobe Dean, I think, is going to be out
Oh yeah, he
for a long time,
yeah. I
which
feel
is
like
upsetting.
They always have someone like
Well, dude, the backup linebacker came in and picked him.
Yeah.
Braun or Boomer, whatever the fuck that guy's name is.
Bond's a starter.
But he was the one that came in, and they were like, all right, he's coming in. For whoever else that got hurt. It wasn't for N'Kobe Dean. It was for someone else that got hurt.
Really?
Because their other linebacker got hurt too.
Who got hurt?
That guy came in, and they did a whole thing about how he was the backup. The kid with the sleeves, the tattoo sleeves, and then he picked Love.
Bond, number 53.
No, it was like Braun or Boomer. It was like Brawner. He
I
was
think
a
you're thinking
backup. He came in.
I think you're thinking of
They did a whole
because
thing
Bond's
about
like
it.
an All-Pro like this year.
No,
He's a starter.
I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I don't know. who
The
you're
backup came in and picked him.
Yeah.
That's all I know. But either way, I don't know. You might be right. Are you right?
I think I might be.
Who got hurt then?
I think Bond got the pick.
Yeah, but who got hurt?
N'Kobe Dean got hurt.
And someone else. Darius Slay had to go out for a second.
Darius Slay got hurt, but he came back.
Also, Gilly the Kid walking him out was sick.
That was sick.
That was goated. Isn't his nephew C.J. Gardner-Johnson?
Is that true?
I think so.
I have no idea. That sounds. I don't know.
I think so. Because I know there's a clip of him like yelling when he got that pick six a couple weeks ago.
Saying nephew.
Either way, whatever. I'm going off it.
He could just be calling him nephew.
No, but I think he actually is, though.
He loves him.
I think he is slightly, or there's some sort of relationship there.
Dude, he's so funny. That hat that he wears is so goofy.
So good.
The big hat.
So good.
I think it's so funny when have you seen that video of him amping up Cooper DeJean?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's so good. We'll find it and play it.
Dude, how funny was it that A.J. Brown had to read a book because Jalen Hurts is so bad on the sideline? You imagine being so frustrated in your quarterback not getting you the ball that you have to generally sit down and lock in on some good reading?
Yeah. But he said like, oh, I bring it every game.
Like, no, you don't.
No, you
No, you don't.
The camera finally just caught me. No, you don't.
You were sitting there. You were sitting there with one reception on 3 targets for 11 yards in a playoff game, going, "I'm gonna actually lose my top if I don't read this book."
Yeah.
On
And
Jalen Hurts.
They asked Jalen Hurts like about the book, and he's like, I never seen him read. It was so
Dude,
funny.
I just know after all the shit that's come out of A.J. Brown, after all the shit he did on the sideline this year, I know one catch for 11 yards on 3 targets in a playoff game, he was seething on the sideline, dude. Seething.
He
And he
didn't
was
look
like,
that
I
mad
need
though
the book.
after he read the book.
Well, yeah, of course.
He
The
looked
book is
happy,
definitely
yeah.
like a safe space where he's like, okay, let me just lock in the book.
Yeah.
I'm not going to yell at Jalen because I know he's going through a hard time right now. You just know it. You
Yeah.
know it.
It's just
You
funny
know.
that Jalen said that he's never seen him read before.
It's so
That
good.
was so funny.
So good. Then we moved to the most electric game, the Bookit Bowl,
Yeah, the Bookit Bowl.
where no one was reading books on the sideline. Janie Daniels, Baker Mayfield, I feel like it was everything we wanted. I would have liked a little bit more pointage.
Yeah.
Some more pointage would have been cool. But, I mean, again, other than outside the game, I love when Jovan and Krabs travel together. I feel like we just get, like, such good videos. I just, like, missed out on a Krabs food review that apparently we're getting today, though. The hot dog. Didn't get the video review. Got the photo and him buying
Oh
it.
yeah.
But I think that video's coming out today, so
Okay.
I need that.
Let's go.
I love when Krabs reviews food. I think it's
Yeah.
hysterical. But dude, this is a really cool moment for like football fans of bad franchises like myself and yourself to see the Commanders get one. Like I got fans. I'm going on Twitter and because I like Krabs stuff, I get like Commanders fans. Dude, they got some of the funniest burners of all time. There was a kid that had the Jaden Daniels post press conference up. Picture of the iPad, hand in pants going, I'm going to need 5 minutes. And it was just Jaden Daniels on the post presser. But it's like, dude, what a really cool moment that like this kid is
Yeah.
everything you wanted and he already won a playoff game.
Yeah, I mean,
So electric, dude.
dude, I responded back to Krabs' tweet of him like amped up after the game. That video was so
So
funny.
good.
And like I love it. It's just such a genuine passion.
good,
He was so amped up. I said,
So
why
good.
can I not feel this happy?
I hope
like-
to feel Krabs playoff win happiness one time in my life.
Just one time.
Just one time, dude.
Just one time.
Literally one time.
One time.
Literally one time.
But yeah, dude, I'm happy for him. That was awesome. That was a great game too. Also, dude, I know. So if they don't win the Super Bowl this year, I can tell you how they're gonna lose the game. It's gonna be Zane Gonzalez, his dumbass, gonna go out there and try to fix his hair fucking 50 times and then doink one.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
100%.
I just know that.
100%.
Why does he try to fix his hair that many times?
I don't know.
What
He's
is
a
he
weird
doing?
dude.
What is he doing?
He's a weird dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna lose him a game by doing that.
You know what else could lose him a game if Jaden Daniels' body stops being rubber bands? I've never seen somebody
I know, dude.
just have the most, in slow motion, devastating hit where a part of his limb goes completely the wrong direction and then just be totally fine.
Yeah, dude. He also on that 4th and 1 or was that 4th down or 3rd down maybe when he kept the ball at the end of the game and like stiff armed the D lineman.
Mm-hmm.
How does he break that tackle?
Dude, I have no idea.
He's
He's
not even
he's an
trying.
enigma.
Looks like he's not even trying. He just like spins out and just like barely stiff arms him and just like walks for the first down.
Like, dude, you want to talk about enigmas? He's actually an enigma.
Yeah, he's a freak out.
The kid's body makes no sense. His knee could go completely sideways and touch the turf, and he just bounces up, and you're like, holy shit,
Yeah,
how is he alive
yeah.
right now?
Yeah, that one.
And it's always the most
that one
devastating
last week-
hit, too.
That
You're
one
like,
last
holy
week was
shit.
so bad when he just went
Dude,
straight back.
Like, touches his heels.
You would
and then
think
he's
like
yeah,
his
my back just a little
hamstring
sore.
or his like quad just exploded.
And it's not even like he's like, oh, yeah, my back's a little sore. Like, yeah, my knee's a little sore. It's just like, no,
Yeah.
I'm fine. I'm good.
Yeah, that was incredible.
Even that play against Ole Miss last year when he got fucking blown up
and
fumbled the
he
ball.
fumbled,
Just
yeah.
literally back out to the next
That play is
play.
hilarious.
It was-
That reminds me of like the Brady like Pro Bowl play. Do you know what I'm talking about? When Brady just got licked
Dude,
in the
lit.
Pro Bowl.
But I mean, and then he's fine. Jane Daniels, just fine. Every time, he's fine. Hopefully I didn't just jinx it, but I mean, I'm excited for this
He's
Commanders
Lamar.
team. I think it's going to be so fun. It was always just taking their +3. I loved that over every day this week. It's just unfortunate it didn't come through. A couple times, I mean, the Commanders not getting it and going for it on 4th and goal in the first half.
Yeah.
That was tough. Needed points there. But, dude, I mean, so far the playoffs have lived up. The playoff expectations been great games other than, I mean, the Ravens kind of just, like, did their thing towards the end. But, man, dude, game of the week is tonight.
You think?
I'm so excited for this
You
game.
think game of the week?
I'm so excited for this
It's gonna
game.
be a good
dude.
game.
I think you could get vintage Matt Stafford, and I think you're going to have a lot of people selling low on Sam Darnold after looking the worst he's looked. But before we get there, speaking of the worst they've looked, Ohio State, Texas. Can we talk about it?
Yeah.
Was I not right all year?
Yeah, you're right.
Was I not right all year? Can I
You're
just
right.
one time?
One time.
Can I just get my flowers on a take that I stood on all year? Quinn Ewers is fucking horrible, dude. Like, he's horrible.
Yeah.
And it's not even like I'm saying that to prey on Texas fans' downfall. Lauren's a Texas fan. One of my great friends from Dallas went to University of Texas, Texas fan. It's just like he was never going to get the job done. And it's frustrating because you look at the weapons they got, too. Like, brother. Also, you're on the one. Jet sweep.
Yeah,
that's the play call.
That
And I was talking to my buddy that went to Texas, and I was like, I don't like bringing the game up because he's actually one of the most even-keeled Texas fans of all time. Like, he never talks shit. He just kind of is like, yeah, this is what it is to be a Texas fan. Like, he's just very, like, it's refreshing to talk to a Texas fan that just, like, understands the history of Texas football in terms of, like, he was like, yeah, we might get murdered today against Ohio State. Like, he was like, we might get murdered in GTA. But I was like, dude, you're on the one, you're running a jet sweep. What is the play call there? Like, what is the thought process there? If anything, I feel like just go up the gut.
I mean, anything but
literally anything.
Run the ball outside.
The jet sweep, and we were talking about, I was like, the jet sweep is
the pitch.
a boomer bust play, or pitch.
Yeah.
It's a boomer bust play because you're either losing yards or gaining 5. There's never like an in between. And I feel like in that scenario, why would you want to run a play where there's a chance of losing 5+ yards?
Yeah.
Like, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. That was an incredibly bad play.
And again, it was like, I feel like it came down to everything I talked about all year. Sark's not a good coach. And I mean, it didn't have to do with Quinn, that play, but.
I mean, dude, why do you not run?
Oh my God, bang. Somebody sub-banged. Oh.
Money Habits. Shout out Money Habits.
Morning, gents. Shout out.
Little resub.
Shout out Money Habits resub. Shout out.
I don't understand why they don't just throw Arch in the game there.
I don't know
They
either.
just run the ball to the middle.
But so here's my thing. Dude, Josh, this is also what I said to him. I'm so happy you just brought that up. I give Quinn a lot of shit. He kind of brought Texas back to a level of competing for national championships. So I have to give him credit for that. He was QB1, back-to-back playoff appearances, back-to-back semifinals. Like, he has done a lot for the University of Texas at the quarterback position from where they were with fucking Sam Ehlinger and
they're
the
definitely
bozo before him. He did a lot for this Texas team. And I was talking to my buddy. Texas fans kind of ran Quinn Ewers out of town. Like, there was never a real, like, other than Lauren, I got to give Lauren credit. I felt like the only one that was on social media that was like, Quinn's our guy, QB1, love him, going to ride with him through everything. And I give her a lot of credit for doing that because I think that's been very hard for Texas fans to do. It's been very hard to ride with Quinn all year. If you run Quinn out of town, which they basically did, because he's kind of leaving as not a bozo, but definitely like not as loved as I think he maybe should be from where the level was. It felt like they got Quinn and it went from we lose every big game to we should auto have a national championship, which puts him in a hard spot.
Yeah.
Because they weren't ready for that.
They lost in the semis both times.
Both times. Yeah. But they had never even sniffed the semis before that, dude, since fucking
close,
Vince Young, dude. So it's like you kind of raise the expectation, I think, a little bit too high. And I think that's why even a guy like me has been on him all year.
Mm-hmm.
If Arch isn't the guy and doesn't get farther than Quinn or look better than Quinn, we're going to be in a weird spot with Texas fans. Because if we got to look back next year and be like, oh, Quinn might have been better than Arch, and we kind of all year were like in every big spot, put Arch in. But man, I was talking to my buddy about it, I was like, dude, if he's not the guy, like, we're going to have to maybe write some handwritten apologies to Quinn.
Yeah, maybe.
Because, dude, you got to do better than him. If we talked all this shit, and I'm going to put myself in that category, all this shit every big game, I'm going, if you put Arch in, I got faith. If you put Arch in, you got faith. If Arch doesn't come out next year and look like the fucking guy of all guys, we're going to have to make some apologies to Quinn.
Also, what if Quinn goes to, like, Oregon
and
or
looks
Ohio
like the
State
guy
and goes and wins a natty? What if Quinn goes to Ohio State and wins a natty?
But it's a weird position right now, right? For Texas fans, like, if Arch isn't the guy, oh, man, that's going to be a weird year next year.
Arch is good. You watch him play.
No, 100%, but he's got to be better, though, is my point.
Yeah, but I think that his, like, just him being as dynamic as he is, like, how he can run the ball, like, just having a running quarterback in college football makes your offense
100%.
so much
100%.
better, especially when they spread the ball out as much as they do. Like, I mean, I think Golden's gone after this year, but, I mean, they're going to have someone up next. Like, Ryan Wingo is going to be a dog. Like,
well, Ryan Wingo and Arch could be an all-time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they're going to be really, really good.
Just wanted to shout myself out. I sold the coin toss 4-piece.
Wow. I saw that.
Sold the coin toss 4-piece.
I saw that.
Fully greened out. Blew that one.
Yep.
Also, just talking about the other side of the ball, this Ohio State team just feels like they got everything. Like, there's not a position where you're like, oh, I'd go at that. Which I give Texas credit for even being in the game at the one with a chance. But, dude, the epitome of Ohio State football this year was Judkins getting the bulk of the carries in the first half, scoring a touchdown. By the way, cashing the run the damn ball press picks I posted. Let's go.
Yep.
You don't get those very often. Mine comes down to Justin Jefferson today. I don't know if you saw that one. My NFL 2-piece.
I did see that. Like Bookit.
And then right at the end of the first half going, oh, wait, we can also just dump it down to Travion Henderson who can go for 78 yards. That is the epitome of Ohio State football. It's like, all right, Judkins, who's probably going to be a first-round draft pick, maybe one of the first running backs off the board. And then, oh, wait, here we go, time expiring. Oh, let's just dump it down to Travion Henderson, who is literally a bolt of lightning, 78-yard touchdown.
Dude, I think I'd rather have Travion Henderson than Judkins on my team in the NFL.
It depends on the spot, because I was thinking about the same thing. Like, if I am, just for example, let's say the Lions didn't have Dave Montgomery, Judkins would be the perfect 2-piece for Jameer. Just give me a guy that puts his head down on third and short.
Yeah, but I feel like Henderson is like Jameer. He's not as good as Jameer, but like the way he plays.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm saying if I'm the Lions,
Jameer than a Montgomery.
But if I already have Jameer, was my point.
Well, yeah.
Like you'd want that bruiser. Like Judkins is a bruiser. So if you want a bruiser, you go get the bruiser.
Yeah.
If you want like dynamic, get him outside and run him up the gut. You take Travion.
As shit.
Yeah, he's fucking unbelievable. Dude.
Like once he hit that hole, he's gone.
Gone, dude.
Gone.
Like gone.
Jets draft both and run the triple option.
I would love that. Give me both. Let's run a triple option.
Said that.
With Tyrod. Let's do it. I'm down.
With Tyrod.
Whatever, dude. I don't care. We'll do whatever. I will say, though, I think Ohio State's going to murder Notre Dame in GTA.
I disagree, dude. I think Notre Dame has a chance to win this game. I think Texas being in that game says a lot about Ohio State and Will Howard. It also says a lot about Jeremiah Smith. He could be slowed down. I think Notre Dame,
I think he could
if there's
be
any team that can do it, again,
dude,
it's
just so tough because it's like he can be slowed down. I don't know if you could slow him down 2 games in a row.
Maybe. Who knows?
It's also just like I don't trust Ryan Day. He's still an idiot.
That's what I'm saying.
They're both like, dude.
Marcus Freeman is a fucking good
he's a dog.
coach.
I like Marcus Freeman. He's very
a
good.
Good coach.
I only don't like Riley Leonard and Goods. That's it. That's really it. That's really it. That's really the only reason that I hate on
Jeremiah Love's a fucking dog. Like that dude hurdling people on one knee.
No, I mean we talked about Jeremiah Love. He's
it,
goated. Like Jeremiah Love is an unreal talent, unreal heart guy. He's fuck Ryan Leonard and Goods. That's it.
I also just think the reason I think that they're gonna keep it at least close, if not win, is because Michigan literally gave them the formula on how to beat them. I feel like Notre Dame plays very similar style to Michigan. They're just better in all aspects. Obviously, it's a rivalry game. It's different.
Yeah, I think it's just so different.
It's different, but I also think that Notre Dame sees that and they're like, if that beat them, if Michigan beat them, we can beat them.
I also just think like Will Howard's better than Drew Aller. Trayvon Henderson, Judkins are better than Singleton and Allen.
You think Will Howard's better than Drew Allen?
I think so, dude.
I don't know, dude.
Dude,
I feel
Drew
like
Aller, dude, watching that idiot explain what he was doing on that last play actually made me want to take my head and jam it into a brick wall.
But also Will Howard against Oregon, like, had a brain fart moment like that too and fucked up the entire game.
Beat him by 50.
Yeah, well, Jeremiah Smith beat him by 50. That dude was wide open on every play.
But it's like, dude, listen to Drew Aller go, yeah, I was just trying to dirt it at his feet. Brother,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
almost
25 yards down.
it was also almost the perfect high-pointed ball.
Yeah. That was incredible.
Like, what are we
Like,
talking
you're trying
about?
to
Dirt it
dirt
at his feet,
25 yards
dude.
down the field. Yeah.
You threw a rope.
Yeah, that
It was like maybe your best throw of the day.
that was incredible.
Like, dude, that made me so mad. Like, genuinely so mad.
Yeah, that was
Genuinely so mad.
bad. That was bad.
But I'm excited for that game. I think it's going to be really good. I think we'll have a coin toss episode, I assume.
For sure.
We'll have a little coin toss episode about that. I'm going to try not to sell the prize picks this time. Speaking of prize picks, Lauren Jovan have been so tapped. It's been insane on prize picks, dude. Fucking, my God.
So tapped.
So tapped. It's like gross how tapped, honestly. But the Knicks are back. Beat the Bucks. Let's go. Shout out Jalen Brunson. 40 ball once again.
Let's go.
He's goated. Just want to put that out there. He's goated. All right, Josh, should we talk about our controversy? Because I'm actually excited.
Let's do it.
Should we run the graphic?
Let's do it.
I feel like this is the only thing that we'll talk about in What the World.
All right. Bet.
Welcome back to What in the World, the news segment of the morning after where we talk about what happened in the news this weekend. Josh, what happened in the news this weekend is, first of all, I just want to shout out intern Mason.
Yeah, shout out.
Dude. To be
He's
able
goated.
to be able to give a college student that's got college responsibilities and living the college life of going out, drinking beers with his buddies, and be able
working.
to just not even worry about his work ethic and him doing the job that we hired him to do and run the morning after and then also post on his own accounts. By the way, the kid's incredible in front of the mic.
Yeah, he is.
I don't
He's
know if you've
awesome.
seen that,
No,
dude.
I watch him. Yeah.
Puts out his play of the day every day. If you guys haven't followed, go follow intern Mason, Providence College student right now. Incredible with the mic.
He
Incredible with giving out his plays. Every time I listen, I think it's fucking hysterical.
Yeah.
But also just want to give him his flowers really quickly because I don't think we do that enough just in this generation of like telling people they do a great job. Dude, first of all, the TMA tweets comes across my feed. They make me laugh half the time, and the other half the time, I'm like, that's a pretty good take on that situation.
Yeah.
I don't even have to. All we had to do the first couple weeks would be like, didn't like that. Can you take that down? Can you change the wording here? Can you be a little bit more positive in this? Dude, just hands off. Like it is like it takes a part of my day and makes it so much easier because I don't have to be like, yeah, why isn't this getting posted? Why aren't we doing this? Like,
Yeah,
what is that? And also, it's been great for the show. Like, I've had
100%.
some people DM me clips and be like, yo, just want to say, like, one guy was like, dude, love your presence on the microphone. Like, been loving these little clips you guys put out. Like, it made me a fan of the show, whatever it is. Thank you so much, by the way. But, dude, he's killing it.
Yeah, he
like,
is.
even the clips he chooses to clip, like, I don't even have to text him, are you up? Because I just know he's up just grinding, dude. Like,
Yeah.
he's just a grinder.
Yeah, he is.
And I just love it. Like,
You got to get him on.
yeah, we got to get him on. We got to
get
get
him
him on.
on.
We got to get him on. Or we got to have him do a pre-recorded thing, which I think we did, and then we
did
didn't
do that.
use it.
No, we did it.
Yeah, I know, but I think he
We did
sent
play
us
it when
one, and
Raph
we
was
didn't
here.
use it. Yeah, but then he did one after that, and he was like, just for the show on Friday, and then just totally forgot about it. So
Oh, really?
that's on me.
Oh,
Hand
well.
up. But we're gonna have to get some more of that going. But just want to say he's doing a great job, like unbelievable job. If you guys haven't followed Intern Mason, go follow him now on Twitter. Also follow the Bookit
Bookit
TMA account
TMA.
that he's been running. So he chose to clip this past weekend about how in I am on Providence College basketball's Ryan Mella.
Mm-hmm.
And in the clip, I talk about Bryce Hopkins, who, by the way, I think is going to be a first-round draft pick whenever he's fully healthy. He's played 3 games this year. He's averaging 17, 7, and 3. So the kid's unbelievable. Like, he's probably, outside of Devin Carter, maybe the most talented player to come through Providence College.
He's better than Devin Carter, I think.
I agree. When
He's a little undersized for how he plays.
I agree. When he can
That's
play,
it, yeah.
I agree. Bryce Hopkins is an unbelievable talent. I've been a big Bryce Hopkins guy. I've been out on him a couple times, but I'm all the way in on him. Like, I love Bryce Hopkins. in the clip, I talk about Ryan Mello wasn't supposed to be starting this year, wasn't supposed to be getting bulk minutes. Since Bryce Hopkins' knee situation clearly hasn't been going as well as we hoped as fans, and probably as well as he maybe hoped, Ryan Mello's had to step in and do everything the past 3 games, and he's been doing phenomenally. Like, the kid's just a grinder. He's like Anthony Mason. He gets boards. It's all hustle plays. And Providence has not been the level, I think. If Bryce Hopkins was playing, I think we maybe have 2 to 3 losses, because I think that's how much he affects the game. I think that's how good he is, and I think that's the level that he brings us to when he plays. So it's frustrating when Ryan Mello has to come in, do all these things. We're still losing games, but we have talent, and Bryce is on the bench. And it's also, I think, personally frustrating because I get DM'd every single time Providence plays 5 times during that day, if not more. Is Bryce Hopkins playing today? Is Bryce Hopkins playing today? Is Bryce Hopkins playing today? And I never know. So I don't know why people think I would know. Yeah. And also, keep in mind going into this, Josh, Providence College, I think, is very split. You either hate my guts or you think it's cool that I went to that school. But it started when I went on that Providence tour 2 years ago, and I just happened to go to the games where Ed Cooley told the team that he was leaving, and they gave up on the year. Yeah. So I just happened to go to the 2 games of the team, chalked in through the talent. Jared Bynum went to the casino. Everyone else went to the Little Dirt concert. They came out, got smoked by Seton Hall and Xavier, and it came out that Ed Cooley was cheating on his wife. So that, I think, got pinned on me because I was there. So I think that kind of – because before that, I think a lot of people that – were a part of Providence College or went to Providence College thought it was cool that I went to Providence because I was like the guy on social media that was fighting for us when we were the luckiest team, whatever. I was taking our spread every day. It was sick. And then I think that spawned a lot of hatred. And then I think just the nature of Mikey Overs, it's you either hate it or you love it. Yeah. And I think I'm starting to just come to peace with that I'm never going to be an in-between guy. And in the clip, I said, because if you go to his fucking Instagram, I think it's just frustrating for me, just personally, the situation that I'm in, where it's like I already know a lot of Providence fans don't like me, and all I want is Bryce Hopkins to play. And I obviously bet on Providence a lot, and we lose a lot and don't cover. We didn't cover against Seton Hall. And it's just frustrating because everyone always asks me if Bryce Hopkins is playing, and I always have to be like, I don't know. Yeah. Because not only does the fan base not like me, I don't even know if anyone on the team, other than Jared Bynum, shout out, if anyone would be like, yo, Bryce is playing Mikey Over, just so you know. No one's going to tell me that. Yeah, no, sure. But I'm in a position where that's a question I get asked all the time. And then when we lose, I get shit on in my DMs because we suck when he doesn't play. And we finally came out and won. And in the clip, I was like, it's frustrating Ryan Mello's out here. And I got Bryce Hopkins on Instagram, first thing I see. And it's literally the post that I did. And you can go to his Instagram. It was the post that I saw that morning. It says self-love. And it's just him. I think it's a sponsored post, which I get. He's got to do it. NIL money, whatever. Shout out. But in the post, I was like, it's frustrating I got to open Instagram. Bryce Hopkins, I feel like we'd be a tournament team if he played. I know we would, and we could compete, possibly make a Final Four with him. That's how good I think Bryce Hopkins is. But I got to open Instagram when everyone's asking me if he's playing or not, and the team's not being transparent about it, and they don't say anything about his knee. And I was like, maybe if Bryce Hopkins put on some shoes and got on the floor, we'd be banging on teams. So I got to open Instagram and see him in a hoodie doing this with the caption self-love. And I guess Bryce Hopkins got a hold of the clip. Yeah. So I'm out at the bar. So keep in mind, this is Shane Gillis levels of connecting dots. Yeah. The story I just told you about me running routes at the bar is when I found out Bryce Hopkins responded to our post. So I'm getting texted from Intermacy. He's like, yo, Mike, you're getting lit up by Providence fans. What's happening? And I was like, dude, is it because we didn't cover? Like in my head, I was like, oh, because we didn't cover. Here come all the Providence fans again. Come for Mikey Overs. Fucking give me a break. And keep in mind, we have the most ruthless burner-verse of all time at Providence. So, like, when they don't like me, it's brutal. Yeah, like, it's brutal. But so he was like, yo, I think Bryce Hopkins, you were like, I think Bryce Hopkins responded to the tweet because all the responses have his handle in it.
Yeah, like they were all replying to me, or no, the TMA account, you, and Bryce Hopkins. Yeah.
And I was like, no way, Bryce Hopkins. Like, dude, you're telling me Bryce Hopkins right? And then I listened to the clip live, and I was like, oh, it couldn't have been good. Because I just went at him. It's like, couldn't have been good. I literally was like, maybe put some shoes on, get on the floor. And I was like, oh, man. And then Intern Mason, by the way, is out at Providence, which, by the way, like, I think we put Intern Mason in a bad spot because he works for the company that employs me, and he goes to school where I'm either hated or loved, so I think he's going to be in a tough spot when people find out that he works for us.
I don't think they'll care.
Or they're going to be like, dude, fuck Mikey Over. And he's going to have to deal with that a lot.
Yeah, I mean,
which is, I just want intermission to know it's okay if you're like, yeah, dude, fuck Mikey Over. Dude, it's a great opportunity. That's fine. That wouldn't bother me at all, I promise. But so a space was formed with 8 guys.
Yeah,
that I think in the burnerverse just hate my guts at Providence. Which is okay. I get it, you know. I'm sure there's guys at Michigan that hate Dave. I'm sure there's guys at all these schools. I'm sure there's TCU people that hate Trent but love him. You know, I think it's the same thing. You get a lot of the mix and match, whatever. I think I'm more hated than a lot of people at their schools, but fucking whatever. The title of the space was "Fuck You, Mikey Overs."
Mickey Overs. It was Mickey Overs.
Oh, it was Mickey Overs. Yeah, Mickey Overs.
They spelled it wrong.
It was Mickey Overs. They spelled it wrong.
That was funny.
So I was like, damn. Like, what's happening? And also, this is just a great lesson on, like, just understanding the state of the internet. So I was like, I got to join this space because I need to know what Bryce Hopkins said because he deleted the tweet.
Yeah.
He deleted the response. So I joined the space. It's like, fuck you, Mikey Overs. Join the space. Holding the phone up to I'm in a bar.
Yeah, you could
hammered.
Yeah.
And it's so loud. And I got the fucking phone in my ear. And they're like talking about Providence College basketball, whatever. And they're like, whoa, Mike is here. Mike is in here. Mike is in here. Say what you guys want to say. Mike is in here. Silence. No one said anything.
Yeah.
I was expecting like, oh, you fucking loser. Fuck you. Fuck Mikey Overs. Fucking bitch. Fuck Mikey Overs. Fuck. Which like I'm used to. It's like whatever. But I genuinely went in there because I was like, I need to know what Bryce Hopkins said because did I just kill the season?
Yeah.
Like in my head, I'm like, dude, he might transfer now because I fucking lit him on fire in that clip in GTA. Like if he transfers hand up, that'll be on me. I'll take that one.
He already transferred one time.
He did.
Fake transferred, and you were out on him so fast.
much.
People forget.
Yeah,
people forget that.
But so I joined the space.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, like all I need to know is Bryce Hopkins. I finally get invited to speak. I go up there. I was like, what's going on? Did Bryce Hopkins reply to the tweet? There's like 8 guys, and they're like, yeah, man. I was like, what'd he say? I didn't see it. He deleted it. So I guess Bryce Hopkins saw that tweet with the clip where I was like, maybe put your shoes on, put your knee away, and get on the floor. And he said, well said with the crying emoji, laughing face. And then deleted it.
Yeah.
So our best player basically was like, this kid's a fucking clown. Shout out. It's the first time anyone in the athlete world has interacted with the TMA Twitter account.
Yeah.
It's the first time an athlete has probably even seen a clip of the show.
Yeah.
And it was the best player on my college team saying, well said.
Yeah.
With a crying, laughing emoji face that I think everyone now thinks I killed the season and killed Bryce Hopkins' confidence.
Bryce Hopkins and O'Shea Brissett are enemies of the show.
Yeah, O'Shea Brissett, definitely enemy of show. Also Nick Kyrgios, enemy of the show,
Yes.
called me a peanut.
Yeah,
Shout
that was
out.
actually pretty funny.
That was funny.
That was pretty funny.
But so my point being,
Yeah.
we've started controversy with Bryce Hopkins. I just want to say now, Bryce, I'm upset about the knee situation. I am. Just because I know how important you are to the college. I know how important you are to the team. And if you're out there, I know we're a Final Four team. I don't want you to hurt yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that's a huge injury to come back from and rehabbing. And I know there's complications that come up once you start going 100% again with an injury like that. And I think it's just frustrating also because of what I do. Everyone just DMs me every time that we're playing because they want to bet on us. And they're like, yo, is Bryce Hopkins playing? I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if the clip took the wrong way, took a wrong turn. That's on me. But I hope you know it comes from a place I just want to see you play because you're so important to the team.
Yeah.
But, Josh, let me take you this way now. The funniest part about when I join spaces like that, when people hate me, is you realize that attention on the internet means so much to people. Like, it really does.
Yeah.
Like, getting, like, a couple more likes on an Instagram post means a lot to our generation.
Yeah.
Getting a couple more replies to a tweet means a lot in our generation. Yeah. Like, it does. Even for us, too. Like, when I have a tweet blow up, I'm like, oh, yes, I'm important. I mean something. And it's, like, really, it's, like, the cancer of social media. It's why it's, like, so poisonous. But the funniest part is I'm in this space, by the way, hammered at the bar. Got it fucking up to my ear, trying to, like, hear to it. I'm about to leave the space. The funniest part is there was 8 people in it when I joined.
Yeah, I joined, too.
It's 8 people, dude. Yeah. Literally, it was 8 people just shitting on me, I think. I don't know what they were talking about. But I'm about to leave, and I was like, sorry, boys. Just want to say enjoy your semester. Have fun. Hope you guys are all doing well. Because I never want to go in these spaces and be like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't really care. Like, I get it if you don't like me. Like, that's fine. I think everyone has their own opinion. I think if you hung out with me, it'd be a different story. But I understand the internet personality of Mikey Overs. He's hateable. It's all right. I got to live with that. I got to eat that. I got to wear that every day of the week. The funniest part is, though, I'm about to leave, and they're like, dude, what? Why did this space just blow up?
There's like 100 people in there, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like went from 8 to 100.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, I don't know.
Like,
I wonder why this space blew up.
Yeah.
Maybe because I joined it.
Yeah, just
And not to talk my shit, but I kind of have some followers. So when I join it, there's going to be more people.
there's notifications.
But it's like, I think people think I'm literally just like in my basement with no following, just like just trying to piss people off. It's like, dude, I do this for a living. I got to do this every single day.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
dude, why did this space just blow up?
Dude, it was so funny too. Right when you left, Trent joined, and they're like, "Dude, why the fuck is Bookit with Trent?" And he started sending the laughing emojis.
Did
the
he
crying
go up?
laughing emojis.
Did he talk?
I don't think so. I left pretty soon after, but it was just hilarious that Trent would just sit in there. He's like the top person.
Also, dude, Trent would have joined that space without me. Anything that would be like, fuck Mikey Over, Trent would jump at. He'd be like, yeah, what you guys talking about Mikey Over?
It was so funny.
That's actually so
Why the
good.
fuck is Bookit with Trent in here?
But it's like, I do think like sometimes people at Providence think I'm just like a basement dweller that just like has like 100 followers and just there to like piss people off.
yeah, like
It's
they,
like, no wonder, like, obviously that space was going to get,
yeah, more people. Yeah,
like, what do you think I'm doing here, man?
yeah, that was so funny.
I'm trying to make a career out of this shit.
Yeah, those kids folded though.
Folded.
Yeah, they folded.
Folded. And I got to give credit where credit's due. There's been a couple people in the PC Burnerverse that are on my ass, and they never fold.
Yeah,
And those are the
good.
guys that I
That's
respect. But it's also like, dude, I understand also from their point of view, if you're a student and Mikey Over's tweeting about Bryce Hopkins and then Bryce Hopkins responds, I'd be pissed too. I'd be, dude, fucking Mikey, can you shut the fuck up? Like, what are we doing here, man? But here's the real,
We should go down to Providence.
no, I can't now.
Why?
I can't now. I just don't want to do it, dude. It's like, you
It's a
got,
good story though.
and it's a good story, but it's a lot of massholes, and I don't know if I could handle the hate right now. Because I think there's a part of Providence fans that are like, dude, like,
I think people would love you.
I think getting a clown out of Mikey Overs would be great. Like, just like throwing shit at him or doing something mean. I just don't want to do that right now.
I doubt that.
Maybe later on in the year, do something, go down there. I mean, it's a great time. I would go to see
Well,
Inter
they
Mason.
only have basketball, so no other.
Yeah,
time.
maybe that's what we do. We go all season to a different sport. You want to go watch Providence College soccer? We're sick. Hockey? You ever been to a Providence College hockey game? Those are also
Have
sick.
I ever been to a Providence College hockey game? No, I've
Dude,
not.
they're fucking electric. But I understand it. But here's the real story, Josh. It's Intern Mason's fault. So this is
'Cause he
on.
tweeted it,
Yeah,
yeah,
this
he
is
tweeted it.
on Mason.
He did take that clip.
He could have cut
You
out
didn't say
the Bryce
that, yeah.
Hopkins part.
Yeah.
I didn't post that. So if you guys, if Bryce
You
Hopkins ends
said
up
it on
transferring, if he
live.
ends up not playing the rest of the year, if he ends up being mad at the fan base, I just want you to know that's on Mason. That's not me. So all the Providence fans that get on my back all the time, get on Mason, because it's his fault. This is on you, Mason. This blood is on your sword in GTA.
No,
It's
I
on your
honestly-
sword.
I honestly love the clips that Mason's been posting. It's like actually just like us shitting on other people. And if
Yeah,
they
he
see it,
doesn't
they're for
take
sure
like the funny
responding.
shit.
No, I love it though. Like I actually like it. Just starting shit with other people. I mean, like honestly though, like if there are a lot of people that we talk a lot of shit about. If they watch a show, they'd be like, "Fuck these guys."
But I think it's always in jest. It's never
Yeah.
like seriously. Other than NFL players, there's a couple.
yeah, Ahmad. If Ahmad watched this show,
He has, for sure.
you think?
He's seen my tweet.
We've seen the tweets. Yeah, that's for damn sure.
Fucking fuck him all, dude. I don't know. We should have a signed jersey here. If it was in the trash, it wouldn't bother me. I don't even know where it went, but it's gone forever. I don't ever want to see it again.
I have no idea.
But did you brought that up?
But I'm just saying, there's people
What a
like
loser.
that. There's people
He
like
is.
that would hate
Who do you think would be top 5 all haters of the program? Ahmad?
Ahmad 100%.
Probably Caleb. I shit on Caleb a lot.
I mean, no, I think Caleb would like it.
Aaron Rodgers.
Diana Taurasi.
Oh my God. She's definitely seen the show.
She would be she probably
Yeah,
is the
she's
biggest
number
hater,
one.
Yeah,
Dude.
she's number one.
She's number
You literally call her a dumb bitch.
one. I did call her a dumb bitch. I told her shut up.
Um,
There's not many people I go at more than Diana Taurasi, actually.
top 5 haters. All right, so Diana,
Ahmad.
Ahmad. We've got
Cheryl Swoops.
Cheryl Swoops does that to herself though.
But she'd be top 5.
Yeah, she probably would be. Quinn.
Quinn. Maybe Angel Reese.
Just all WNBA.
Quinn, Angel Reese. It's all WNBA athletes and then Quinn Ewers. But yeah, so that first controversy. Shout out Bryce Hopkins. Sorry, man. Should I DM him and be like, yo?
I think you shouldn't just be like, yo, it wasn't meant like that.
But then I don't want to look like a bitch, like I'm tucking tail.
I mean, dude.
But I don't
you're
want him to
not
think that I
tucking
like
tail.
don't like him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you love him. Like you do love him.
Yeah.
Like if you met Bryce Hopkins, you would.
I'd bust.
Yeah, you'd bust.
I would bust everywhere. And then I'd be like, the kid's literally getting drafted first overall.
Yeah,
Like I think,
probably.
but this is the Mikey Overs experience. If we're not playing well and I'm a fan of you, you definitely hate me. But if you're like playing somewhat mediocre or the best, like I will ride.
Even if you're
Like,
not
ride.
Like, dude, if Bryce Hopkins was playing right now and was like playing injured and like even not playing well, like you would be riding for him.
Riding.
100%.
Riding.
100%.
Riding. So I think, it's a give and take experience. I get it. First bit of controversy, of course, I had to do with my team, my favorite player on my favorite team. So that's tough. That one hurts. Hand up. That one is
Yeah,
tough.
that sucks.
That sucks. It's like if Caleb saw us bitching and bitched at us. He'd be like, fuck, man. Now Caleb thinks we're bitching about him.
Yeah, that would suck.
But also,
But he's goated.
shout out us making waves. So who cares?
Yeah. Yeah. Also, that's definitely the only way that he would see that.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out Bryce Hopkins.
But I bet, but you know what I'll say though, Josh? There's probably a couple more mean things about him than what I said. I feel like people have been getting on him for not playing, and I didn't really do that.
Yours
bad.
is fairly personal.
Can you play the clip for him?
Yours is fairly personal.
Can you play the clip for them?
Of yours?
Yeah.
Let me go find it.
But it's not like I lied. Like that
No, you
Instagram
didn't
post
lie,
was
but-
posted
But
day up.
it was fairly personal. Like you went to his Instagram, called him out.
Well, I didn't
for
call
a
him out on his
sponsored
Instagram.
post. For a sponsored post, Mike.
But you know where I'm coming from?
I'm kidding.
As a Providence College backer, and what is the chat saying? Am I getting ripped?
I can't see it right now. I'm pulling up the vid.
But like in general, when we were talking about that, were they bitch? I can't see the chat.
They weren't pitching.
Chat, what would you do in my situation?
I would.
Do we DM him? Do we say, hey man, really
would
sorry,
DM
would
him
love
right
to
now.
have you on the show?
I think you DM him right now. Dude, holy shit. Information is posted a gazillion times. I think he did. I don't think so. Dude, where is it? What day was it posted?
He doesn't have his DMs open. That's not a good sign. I hope you guys aren't being mean to him.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is.
That happened.
Come on!
I just saw that final score and was like, this has to be photoshopped.
Come on! Come on! And you know what it is, Josh? We got a little white boy by the name of Ryan Mella that has completely changed the way we play basketball.
Started him, right? This is his first start, right?
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, dude, this kid's going to bring us to the promised land.
Really?
We finally win our first game in like 3 games, and I open Instagram, and I got Bryce Hopkins doing one of these on Instagram. with the caption, love of the game. Brother, put your fucking shoes on and get on the floor with the tracksuit and try hooping again, brother.
Yeah.
God damn it.
That's tough.
Vikings said about biddies. Yeah, listen back to that. That's tough look. That's tough look. Listen back to that. That's tough look. But it comes from a place of love.
It does.
It does. It's all love.
Yeah.
But I'd hate me too.
Shout out to Juice.
Shout out to Juice. Here we go.
Resub.
But it comes from a place of love, Bryce. I'm really sorry, man. We'll DM him.
DM
And you
him.
know what? If he wants to use me as an example for these guys that talked off on the internet, talk tail, so be it. Whatever. I'll DM him. Be like, hey, man, I listened back to that clip. I hope you know it came from a place of love. Like, just been a huge fan. Just want to see you back out there. My bad.
I mean, that is where it came from.
If you
It's
ever
not like
wanna-
you're like lying, though.
If you ever want to come on the show, we'd love to talk to you about it.
Yeah.
Got to plug the show.
Got
Also, if you want to follow the accounts, you're all you got.
it. You should tell him we'll be in Providence.
Yeah, no. Don't want to do that.
Let's do that.
We'd
Let's
have
go
to,
chill with Bryce Hopkins.
but if he'd want to have to chill with us.
I
We
think
can't
he
just be like,
would.
yo, Bryce, we're here to chill.
I think he would.
I don't know if he would, dude.
Dude, I think if we hit him up and he met us, he'd like us. And we can go out.
I'm not going to take
on
Bryce
the town?
Hopkins drinking. I would
Go out on
the
the
fan
town?
base would literally hate me.
They already hate you, you said.
Yeah,
So
it's
who
also true.
cares?
It's also true. Can't
What
do
if-
worse.
If Bryce likes you, who gives a fuck if the fan base hates you? You're literally on team.
I am on team. I'm on team if Bryce Hopkins likes me.
Yeah.
Now, we'll DM Bryce. I hope he knows it's all. It seriously does come from a place of love. Like, I truly do love that team. I do love Bryce Hopkins. But yeah, I mean, also his response. So I think he understands that I'm clearly bidding when he said "well said" with like a laughing,
Yeah.
crying face.
For sure, yeah.
But also leave the tweet up.
Yeah.
I'd like to quote tweet that.
He doesn't really tweet. I looked. He doesn't tweet or like reply to anything at all. So like he must
Yeah,
just
he
like reply to
definitely
things and delete it like right away. So like,
Or he definitely was like kind of pissed, or like actually thought that it was a little bit funny that I just like went completely.
yeah, it is.
Put your fucking shoes back on for the
Yeah.
love of the game. But
Yeah, that was
man,
good.
that's a tough look.
Richie Parlay with an all-time comment says, "What do you mean? Hope you guys weren't being mean. You're the one being mean." Because his DMs are.
Yeah, I would
hope you guys aren't being mean.
Yeah, I would be. But I don't DM people. Dude, something that I think is so toxic in sports betting, if you DM players, you're a fucking loser. I just wanted that said. I feel like I've said that a bunch. But if you're DMing players after your bet loses, you're an actual loser, and you're the reason why sports betting is not going to be accepted by the broader public when athletes have to complain about losers in their DMs. Like, brother, it's your fault you took them to score 10 plus if it doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Stop ruining it for the rest of us.
I used to DM people when I was in
Come
college, but not
on,
bad
Josh.
things, like good things before the game. I would like DM them, like amping them.
Oh,
up
yeah,
before
get 'em
the game.
fired up, yeah.
Me and my buddies would
Fuck
like
yeah.
all just like every single person would craft up a DM. There was this girl in South Carolina too. I forgot what her name was, and she was just a fucking bucket and went insane one game for us. And DM'd her. She responded with like "bless up" with the phrase.
Dude, Josh slid in a women's
No,
college
it's-
basketball DM and she responded. That's sick.
Bless
You're
up.
goated.
I mean, yeah,
No, you're goated.
yeah.
You're
probably
goated
had-
for that. You're
she-
actually goated
I don't know
for
if
that.
she had very much interest.
She might have. Maybe she was like, this kid from Mizzou fucking got me fired up, dude. I have to see about it.
No,
Was she the center?
no, she's like a little guard.
Probably
She's
in the
goated.
WNBA now.
No, she's not. Actually, I have no idea what she's doing.
Maybe we should check up on her.
W slide.
Maybe you should re-hit her up. Be like, yeah. Are you still playing overseas?
Are you still playing overseas?
Because we need some bets. No, dude, I DM fucking, what's his name?
Jack
Karen
Hughes.
Lacey.
Oh, Karen.
Like during the season. Which, by the way, dude, I got sent that so many times because obviously I was a Karen Lacey guy this year
Yeah.
on social media. Just like, when am I going to get one? You know? Like, my favorite players end up being fucking murderers.
Yeah.
All my teams suck ball sack. Like, Goots is getting 2. Trent's hitting $5,000 straight. But when do I get one here? Am I going to get one anytime sooner? Am I just going to, Bryce Hopkins doesn't like me? Like, when am I going to get one? Because I can't get one. And by the way, Karen Lacey, running away from the scene, what an idiot. Declaring for the draft while you know you killed someone, what an idiot. Like, dude, how dumb can you be? Like, I think people think I was going to, like, defend Karen Lacey, and that's why they sent it to me. How dumb can you fucking be?
Yeah.
Like, how dumb? You killed 2 people driving like an asshole at 10 a.m. Who's driving like that at 10 a.m.? I drove here from Dallas this morning. You know what? I was going like 10 under the speed limit for like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, shit, I got to speed up a little bit, dude. 10 a.m., you're flying, dude?
Did you see that TikTok I sent you?
Like, what are you doing? Yeah, dude. But, like, what are you, like, seriously, though, like, what are these guys doing?
Yeah, I don't know. They're idiots.
Driving that fast? Did you see the video of his car?
Yeah. That was like.
In what world?
That was faster than Ruggs, it looked like.
But even, like, but even if you're driving that car, how do you feel comfortable going that speed? Like, are you just
No,
dumb?
yeah, it makes no sense. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're dumb. Yeah. They're idiotic.
But yeah, I'm never going to get
It's
one.
like you get a fast car, you have to drive it fast. Is
Never
that
going to
how it
get
works?
one. Was looking forward to rooting for Karen Lacey in the NFL. Murderer. Okay, good.
Okay.
See ya. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. And it's not like just if you're driving like a normal person, 2 people are alive today. Do you know how easy that is? The 1s and 2s of that, how that works? Like, come on, dude. That shit pissed me off. All right, let's surf the slate. It's awesome games. Let's get some plays. I don't like talking about that stuff. It makes me angry. So. Welcome back to Slate Service. Part of the show, give you all the plays and parlays you need on a Monday. On a Monday. I wish I had a southern accent sometimes. I feel like the show would be more popular if I had an accent.
You think?
Yeah.
I don't know about all that.
If I had like a southern accent and I was like, all the plays and parlays you need on a Monday. I feel like people would be like, dude, I like
You think
listening to
you'd be
this.
good?
I like listening to sports better with a southern drawl.
Do you have a good accent or
No. All right, let's start with Rams Vikings, Josh.
Let's do it.
Vikings are -2.5. Money line is -140. The over/under is 47.5. We saw a really high over/under last night in the Commanders at 51 go Undy, which is a little disappointing. I think this game might squeak over. And I think you might get a little bit of a vintage Matt Stafford here. And every person I talked to last night, all my buddies that I talked to, seem to think that the Rams are getting slept on a little bit here. Where do you lie on that? Also, the game is now being played in Arizona because of the wildfires. Once again, we're keeping all those people in our thoughts and prayers. devastating what's happening out there.
They're saying everyone's saying the audio on YouTube. It's completely. Sorry, dude. I just fucking.
You think the
Trying to
Rams
figure
are
this
going to beat
out.
the Vikings?
No, I don't think so. I think the Vikings are going to win this game just because it's not at home. Like, actually, I think that's the reason why I think they're going to win this game. It's not a true home game.
Yeah.
I think if the Rams were at home, they'd win this game, but I can't trust them without the crowd. But also the fire narrative, too. They could be playing for the people at home.
I think they might be.
I think they might be, too.
I like the over in the Vikings. I'm going to take both those.
Okay.
I need a Justin Jefferson touchdown to cash my brain dead two-piece of Mike Evans and Jefferson touchdowns. I feel like, I'm really dumb, just base level as a person. And I feel like there are moments in sports betting where I can kind of just be on the right side by accident. And I think so many people are going to do the, what have you done for me lately with Sam Darnold? And the Sam Darnold is now back to being Sam Darnold. And they're now pretenders again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be the guy that kind of buys on the bad news here. And I think buying on bad news kind of works in the NFL a little bit sometimes. Clearly not this year because squares have been grubbing at an insane rate. And I think the Vikings are going to be square today. But I'm going to buy in the bad news of Sam Darnold and say that was a blip last game. How bad he looked, it was a blip. I don't think it was returning to his old self. I don't think it was. Like, I also think O'Connell is a better coach right now. You know, historically he doesn't have a Super Bowl yet, like McVay. But I think he's a better coach right now. And I think I'm going to take the better coach. And right now, I'm not going to say historically, like Sean McVay, I would take both of them in a heartbeat. Don't get me wrong. I think this is going to be a great coaching matchup. But I'm going to buy in the bad news a little bit here with Sam Darnold because I think it's going to be easier for people to jump ship on the Vikings than it is to get on ship with the Vikings right now after what they did last weekend. So I'm going to buy the bad news, and I'm going to buy in on the Vikings. I think the Vikings win this game, and I think it goes over.
Okay. I like the over, too. I also like the Vikings. I just don't know if I want to trust them. I don't think I'm going to be placing wagers on Vikings. I might just be taking the over. I like the over.
I will say, though, something that does concern me is playoff Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp.
Yeah.
That does concern me as well.
That's kind of what I want to
because you can buy on that bad news, too.
That's what I'm saying.
And be like, they haven't looked good all year.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if they cooked at all.
Should we
But
make
also,
a little,
that Vikings defense is incredible. So
should we make a little two-piece Vikings-Rams real quick in prize picks?
let's
and
do
then
it.
move
Who
to
do
the
you
other
want?
games?
What team do you want?
Let me get the Vikings, but I'm not going to give you Justin Jefferson because I'm already sweating that.
Wow. Okay. Let's see. Let me see.
It's a little two-piece. We'll get a graphic going. It'll be horny. Kind of want to take Aaron Jones' touchdown as a demon, dude. If it's not Justin, it's going to be Aaron, and I'd like to kind of be covered either way.
Okay.
And or Jordan Addison, after getting 0 yards against Detroit, gets 60.
I don't hate that.
Do you want to
I
do
like
that?
that. I like
I'd
that.
rather do that.
Yeah, I like that.
All right.
Give me-
Maybe
yeah.
on the Rams.
Give me Stafford pass yards, dude. It's 242.5.
Oh, bang. What is that?
That is a sub
Let's go.
from Killian Moore.
Thanks, Killian Moore. Shout out. Welcome in. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the family. All right,
I wanna
sorry.
Take Stafford pass yards, 242.5. He's averaged, 192.4 in his last 5. I think he smacks.
I love it. I love it. That's a two-piece. Addison and Stafford, 2 guys that are due.
go.
I love that. That'll be a good sweat, too.
That will be.
That's a fun sweat.
That
All
will
right,
be.
so I'm going to be on the Vikings. You're going to be on the over. I'm also going to be on the over. So you're not going to pick a side. I understand. Let's talk some college basketball. Josh, I'm like, well, not just me. The show, by the way, we couldn't get the graphic, whatever it was. Plan B and the It's Already Locked hit on Friday.
Yeah. Yup.
I'm scorching hot in college basketball again, and I'm in my bag. And I'm going to tell you, you take UCLA minus 3.5 here as a doink. An absolute doink against Rutgers.
I mean, yeah. they're a
UCLA
much
on the
better
road, going
team.
into Rutgers, getting 3.5 as a favorite. If there was one team's defense, and I think, the UCLA at home against I think it was Michigan, or who did we just take when Rav and I got our soul sucked? I can't remember. I think it was
UCLA.
Michigan.
It might have been.
Because it was Big Ten. Either way, that game was tough because they shot 60% in the first half and UCLA made 1 3 all game. So I'm going to trust, everything we've learned about Rutgers. It's just 2 guys, and it's 2 freshmen. And if you've got a team like UCLA that's built on defense, that's got good seniority, you got a great chance of blowing out a team like Rutgers at home. And I think UCLA is going to do that here. Also, with that low total, that tells me that Rutgers isn't going to be able to do much. If that total is a little bit higher, I'd be a little bit scared because I'd say, okay, maybe Rutgers makes this a little bit of a track meet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think UCLA slows them down, and I think UCLA kind of like beats them in a submission here a little bit in GTA.
I agree. She calls me Bryce has followed.
Is that
Shout
Bryce
out.
Hopkins?
That might be.
Shout out, she calls me Bryce. Welcome in. Welcome to the family. Thank you for the subs.
Shout out.
I'm going UCLA minus 3.5 here. I love this UCLA team. They burnt me once, then we faded them, cashed again. I want this UCLA team to be really good. I really like the way they built the roster. I really like the guys they got. They're just so inconsistent. So knowing going into this game, if you're taking UCLA minus 3.5, we could come out and look like the worst shooting team of all time. But I don't know if that's going to happen here. And I'm also trusting that they'll be able to dismantle this Rutgers defense that, by all accounts, is not very good.
Yeah, I trust them. I like UCLA.
So I love UCLA here. Maryland minus 15.5 is also a doink. We talked about it when we wanted to fade Minnesota last time. Oh, bang!
Got a sub from She Calls Me Bryce.
Another sub.
Wow.
From She Calls Me
Yeah,
Bryce.
Followed and sub.
It might have been Bryce Hopkins all along. Welcome in, brother. Thank you. Welcome to the family. Josh, we talked about this a bunch, and I'm going to keep talking about it with this Minnesota team. It's one player. It's Dawson Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
It's one player. If he doesn't score 30-35, this team's not going to cover spreads all year. And when they play a team like Maryland at home, who's just an absolute wagon, we talked about it with Kevin Willard. When you play Kevin Willard at home, he does a great job making a great environment, and I think he really makes it a point and emphasis to defend your home court and make sure that the fan base is bought in, make sure that the people giving money are bought in, and really making the players feel like they have a place where they can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's not anybody. They're junk.
Yeah.
It's one player. I think Maryland's going to dismantle them with a 15.5-point spread because it really is one guy. And this is one of those bets where not only do I hate large spreads, Josh, but I'm comfortable taking this spread because if there's any team I don't mind fading with a big spread, it's Minnesota this year just because they just truly are one man. So I'm going to take Maryland minus 15.5 here. It's not going to be a 2-unit, 3-unit play. Maybe a half unit, maybe a full, but because it's a lot of points and there's no reason taking a lot of points. But I don't see Minnesota staying in this game, dude.
I agree. I like that
I
a
don't
lot.
see it.
I like that a lot. I also have.
Oh.
It's gross.
Oh.
It's gross. But
Oh. I already know what you're going to say.
No, you don't know. You don't know what I'm gonna say. I want to take the over in the Furman-Wofford game.
What?
This is literally
that?
just gut. Like I feel this in my gut. Like
love
that
that.
Furman and Wofford is an over game.
Yeah, let's go gut. We'll offer
Just-
Furman over.
Straight gut.
Should we make that it's already locked? It's not the highest over, but gut.
Should we do that? Should we make it the first ever gut? It's already locked.
If you're really
I mean,
feeling it in
it's-
your gut.
There isn't really a total with like that's super high. It's 154 is the highest today. It's Morgan State, Norfolk State. Like
Yeah, dude, I like the gut
we don't
play.
need that. Let's do Wofford
Furman.
Furman.
Yeah, just gut.
Let's go.
I don't want to even look into it. Gut Wofford Furman over. That's what you get at Team A. Welcome to the show. Notre Dame is minus 10.5 to Boston College, dude. And there's such a part of me that thinks Notre Dame's just going to belt them. Took Syracuse over the weekend, which, by the way, Josh, if you're not on, I'm just going to invite you one last time to get on.
I'm not on the wagon yet.
I'm going to give
I just
you
don't know if I
one
can
more
get
chance.
on that wagon.
I'm going to give you one more chance to get on with JJ Starling, who dropped another 28 ball. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to get on the wagon. If you don't get on now, I will not accept admission later on.
I don't think I can get on the wagon.
All right, you're off. And you're not getting on.
I don't want to get on.
You're not
the
getting
wagon.
on.
I don't want to get
You're
on
off,
the wagon.
and you're not getting on.
I don't want it.
Syracuse just went into Boston College and beat them by 8 as a plus 1.5 underdog. The pieces that Notre Dame has right now, if Marcus Burton is fully healthy and playing, I need to look into that. I know he's been playing. I think Notre Dame's going to beat the crap out of Boston College, too, dude. 7-9, you're minus 10.5 at home against a 9-7 team. That's Boston College. And Boston College really hasn't done anything impressive this year. I think I might just take 2 big favorites today at home and trust them to get the job done, especially with the buzz that's going on campus. I'm sure everyone's going to the games now. of every sport at every level. Let's go support the basketball boys now, huh? Monday night, Boston College in town. Let's go watch the basketball boys beat up on some Golden Eagles.
Yeah.
Give me Notre Dame minus 10.5. I do
Okay.
like that.
That's a big spread, too.
Big
I feel
spread.
Like that's
Big spread.
telling, no?
Very telling.
Yep.
Other than that, there's a lot of mid-major games, and if I'd be
24.
lying if I told you I was really tapped in on them, I think it is weird that Elon's minus 7.5.
Dude, well, guess what?
He's already locked.
That's the plan B. Already had it typed up right here.
Wow.
Just ready to click send.
Elon minus
I
7.5.
just sent it. -7 on here I got.
Okay. Elon minus 7's plan B if everything goes wrong or right.
You can do whatever you want.
Tap in late night. But don't.
If everything goes wrong, you for sure tap.
Yeah,
in.
you for sure tap in.
If everything goes wrong, you for sure tap.
And you make peace that if everything's already going wrong, this could go wrong too.
Yeah, exactly.
Or it could get you all the way back.
Yeah, that's all it's really meant for, honestly.
Yeah, but it's not a pre-bet. You don't lock the
No, you
plan
don't
B
lock
in
it
right
in.
now.
You lock it in at 7:59.
Literally 7:59, depending on how the night goes.
Yeah.
If you made some units and you want to just maybe get over that edge, or you just want to be like, all right, I'm cool with losing this one, take the plan B.
Exactly.
That's what it's for.
Exactly.
Emergencies only. Elon,
If
minus
you're down
7.
$100 in the day, what's 150?
Nothing.
You know what I mean? What's
No.
another $50?
Nothing. Unless you can't handle being down another 50, then don't do it.
Yeah, then don't do it. But
But
you could be back.
you could be back. All right, here we go, Josh. Let's talk some NBA, and then we'll cook our second prize picks. The Knicks are all the way back. However, if you think I'm trusting minus 7.5 against Detroit Pistons at home, you're out of your mind.
Yeah, you can't do that.
It's not happening.
You can't do that.
There's no part of my brain that wants to go, oh, you know what I want to click? The Knicks minus 7.5 at home against the Pistons. Because Cade Cunningham's going to come out, drop 50, and I'm going to have my pants down looking like an idiot. So I'm not doing it. Can't pay me to do it, I won't do it. What I don't mind, though, is the Knicks team total. I think the Pistons keep it close. We're coming off the back against the Bucks, where Jalen Brunson looked like Jalen Brunson of last year in the playoffs. I wouldn't be shocked if the Pistons make this a little bit of a track meet, especially with the minutes that the Knicks play. They're always tired on back-to-backs, so you can tell. It's a little sluggish.
Wait, you want the Pistons team total?
No, Knicks. So I think we stay in it either way.
Oh, okay.
But I don't trust the 7.5. 7.5 with a 223 over-under.
Yeah.
I think that stays pretty much one possession, actually.
That just scares me after they scored 140 yesterday.
I agree. But the Pistons are junk.
They are junk.
So when it's a
They're
track
not that
meet,
junk, though.
so when it's a track meet,
Yeah, it's a track meet.
and Jalen Brunson comes out and drops another 40 ball, but is exhausted, give me the Knicks team total.
Okay.
I think we keep it. I think this game soars over. To be totally honest with you,
I agree. It's just weird.
I think it's conserve energy on
Going
defense with the
down,
Knicks
too.
because you have to play offense because you're too tired right now.
Yeah. The total's gone down 3 points.
Because I think it was too high to begin with for a back-to-back.
Yeah, maybe.
Timberwolves, Wizards. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I'm more so into prop betting and squares for prize picks than I am
The
taking
NBA.
sides in the NBA, so I'm not even going to force one out for you guys. So let's go peep. Let's go peep the peep-pee.
Let's go.
And Rav just sent me the Steelers are betting favorites to land Jets Aaron Rodgers. Good luck, brother. You can have him.
That would be hilarious.
That would be the worst move in their franchise history.
Mike McCarthy fired?
No. He's going to the Bears.
They declined our request to interview him, too.
He's going to the Bears.
He's not going to the Bears.
He's going to the Bears.
Ben Johnson's a Bear.
He's going to the Bears. Wow, Mike McCarthy fired. Shout out. Here we go.
The Bears have interviewed literally every single person that's available to become a head coach.
Is Jordan Poole hurt? Why is he only up for 12.5 points?
Yeah,
He's
I know,
got to
that's
be hurt.
Weird, yeah.
He's got to be hurt. Stay away from Poole, Daddy, today. Also,
Cool daddy.
I wouldn't be shocked if he kind of gets clamped by Minnesota, but whatever. So be it. All right, let's see what we got in college basketball for squares because I do kind of want to look at that. Okay.
Okay.
Sebastian Mack is our GOAT, and I do think he can score 10 points against Rutgers, so I'm going to tentatively click more on that. Ooh, I feel like you could pick anyone on Maryland. They're going to go stupid today. Although it might be Rodney Rice game, dude.
I got one I
So
love.
the Rodney Rice game.
I got one I love.
Oh, my God. It might be the fucking Rodney Rice game, dude. Let me just look up Rodney Rice. Hold on. You know, this new thing with my Google where it makes me check that I'm not a robot every single time I want to Google something is really frustrating.
Do you want my square?
It's the Rodney Rice game. I have a college basketball 2-piece, but yeah, let me hear yours.
Ooh, I got a college basketball square.
Oh.
Dylan Harper more than 1.5 threes.
Love that.
I feel
Automatically
like
love
he is going to keep them in the game with that short spread, and he double bageled the last two.
Yep. Last time we took a Rutgers 3-ball, he hit 4, and it was Ace Bailey, so we're going to Dylan Harper.
Ace Bailey's also over 1.5, but he hit 4 last game, so I want to go to Dylan Harper.
I agree. I think this system could work all year.
Yeah. Let's go back and forth. Man.
I'm going to do an NBA guy with that one, and that'll be our second 2-piece, if that's okay.
That sounds great.
Let me just check for the quick chat. Sorry, I know
I was looking
being on the phone is junk. I'm sorry, guys.
I was looking at Ant Fantasy, and that is speaking to me.
I was kind of looking at Jaw threes.
I don't hate that. They're playing the dog shit Wizards, though, and it's 45. It's so high. And he's played like shit the last
I mean,
two.
Jordan Poole couldn't even guard me. He's goated, but couldn't guard me. Not even that I'm goated. He's just that bad at defense.
Not even that I'm goated.
He's just that bad at defense. Dude, also, shout out the revelation of Tyler Hero this year. He's really just been like, oh, you don't want to play ball? I'll just average 30. It's really cool, actually.
No. What are we thinking?
Why do I kind of like Carlton Carrington for Washington? I think they get blown out, and I think he plays a lot at the end. 8.5 points.
I don't hate that at all.
Or a Kuzma 16 ball after having 5 and 6 the last 2 games.
Dude, Carlton Carrington is speaking to me.
I don't hate it, dude.
I think we take that. I love that.
But I kind of like the Jaw 2 threes. It's kind of getting tasty.
What do you want?
What do you want? Who do you want to be?
What do you want?
I think I'm going to go Jaw threes and Carlton Carrington. I think we go 3-piece. We only hit 3 pieces. I don't remember the last time we hit a 2-piece.
Okay, so Ja Morant threes.
Yep. Dylan Harper threes.
Okay.
Carlton Carrington points.
Carrington points. All right, deal.
I like that.
I love that.
That feels good.
I love that.
All right. That'll be the 3-piece. We also have the NFL 2-piece, which is Jordan Addison yards and Matt Stafford pass yards. We're taking UCLA. I'm taking Maryland. Weird college basketball board, though. Don't be nuking. This is a weird board. Wait for like a good, maybe middle of the week slate. Apologies to Bryce Hopkins. I'm going to have to DM him, I guess. Just make sure that he's chill. We're chill. I might send him the chill guy meme.
Make sure he's not mad at me.
Yeah, I just want to make sure he's not mad, to be honest.
He's like, it's like he's your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure.
Just want to check in, make sure he's not mad.
Make sure you're not mad at
about
me.
the things I said on the internet. That I'm never going to be able to take back because it's up there forever. There's some things, Josh, that when I have kids, hopefully if I do, I'm going to have to explain.
Yeah.
Because there's some shit out there that we've talked about on this show that's never going away.
Dude, have you seen all the videos of, like, Timothy Chalamet and like when he was like a kid, like doing like talent shows and shit?
No.
You and him are like literally like you're gonna have it's the same thing. You guys are the same person. Literally the same person. I'm not saying you're doing talent shows and shit, but your kids are gonna see, these videos and be like, wow.
Dad, who's Diana Taurasi? And why did you tell her to shut the fuck up? Like, whoa.
You don't even know.
You want to sit? All right, here's the thing.
Sit down.
Sit down.
I'm going to teach you a little lesson about Diana Taurasi.
I'll teach you a little lesson about this bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I also think, dude, I was thinking about this too. It's going to be a little tough. I got kids. They're friends. Go back to my TikTok. See the dancing bit. You dance on TikTok. Fuck. I just know it's going to hurt.
You tripped out, Dad.
Dad,
you were tripping out.
And like, here's the thing. I know it's going to hurt for them, and I know they're going to have to defend me, and I might just have to be like, it's okay to not defend me in that.
Yeah.
Moment. It's okay to be like, yeah, he's fucking bot.
It's like all the Fryer burner accounts. Like, you get it. You
understand. Like it's just, and that's just when I know that that's where it's tough, where it's like my sins go on to my children. Like, that's just one where it's like dancing on TikTok. I mean, yeah, it ended up getting me where I wanted to be, not fully yet, but man, that's just one they're going to have to eat. Yeah. And maybe I'll just get out in front of them and be like, hey guys, listen, just so you know, I danced on TikTok a little bit back in the day. Just give some parlays.
TikTok might not exist, though. Who knows?
That's true, too.
Maybe just be gone, and then...
I might be working finance in a month.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. This could be really fun and interesting to see where we end up.
Yeah, Chetly might have to go back to Deloitte. Who knows?
Yeah, I might have to hit Wall Street. Chelly might have to go back to Deloitte. Trent, he's probably fine.
He's probably fine.
Also, shout out Lauren. 2 videos this weekend with 1 million+ views.
Yeah, crazy.
She owns Texas on social media.
She does.
She is Texas.
She is Texas on social media.
I agree.
100%.
She is Texas.
I don't even know if I see anyone else.
No one.
Like literally nobody
Almost bigger
else.
than Matt McConaughey, I feel like, if you're a Texas.
Well, obviously Matthew McConaughey, but like Matthew McConaughey isn't like
she's
posting
neck and
on
neck.
social-
She's neck and neck.
Matthew McConaughey's like on sideline. Matthew McConaughey's like more of like a coach than a fan, I feel like.
True.
He's
She
like
is the
part
fan.
of the team.
She is the fan.
He's like part of the team.
Yeah, I agree. She is the fan. She's the fan.
Yeah.
And you know what's funny? The players, they like her and they follow her, but my teams fucking think I'm an
They
idiot.
all fucking hate you.
Half the
so
Stars and Rangers fucking follow Lauren. They got fucking Bryce Hopkins, small Catholic private college. You think they'd be like, oh, we got a guy on social media. Just kidding. They fucking hate me. I can't win, man. I just can't win.
That's
I
so
can't
good.
win.
Lauren does ride with her teams though, like
I don't.
no, I'm saying like no matter what, like you'll be realistic with your teams and like say like the Jets fucking suck. Like she's kind of like me in the fact that like I will spin everything into a positive somehow.
Chelly invited me. I just saw the text. Asked if I wanted to go on Night Sweats night. He said LC's on. If you think I'm not getting her to admit Quinn Ewers sucks on a recorded stream, you're out of your mind.
Well, once it's over,
No,
you
yeah,
can-
but it
once
better
over, you can-
come out
No,
now.
yeah, once it's over, you can admit it. But
Because he
I
already
feel
said
like
he's not coming back.
When they're winning games, like she's not gonna admit that he sucks.
Well, yeah, if I ever won games,
wouldn't
I fucking wouldn't admit shit either.
Exactly.
But I don't win games, so I'm in
Yeah.
a tough spot.
That's true. Yeah,
I'm in
that's
a
true.
tough spot.
Same with me. Yeah,
I'm in
that's
a tough spot.
That's
man.
great.
I'm in a tough spot. All right, we end the show the same way we do every single time, with a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of motivation. Josh, get the people out of here, and then I'll do what I got to do.
Everybody have a great Monday. I feel like we had a good episode today. I feel like we had some energy on this Monday.
Yeah, I did too.
Carry that through the rest of your day.
How did chat think? Did you like today's episode? Can we get some honest reviews? I'm trying to turn a new leaf in 2025. I'm trying to bring positive energy to the show. We're trying to do hour 45 every single time. Trying to talk a little bit more about my life, about things going on outside of sports. And I think that's going to be the new reality of the show. We're going to have some tangents where I tell you about my weekend. Hopefully you think it's funny. Hopefully you enjoy it. But what are they saying?
Everyone's saying W. Solid episode. 10 out of 10. Elite
Wow,
episode,
10 out of 10.
honestly.
We don't get that very often. You know what? Maybe we do this. Maybe we have chat DM Bryce Hopkins nice things.
Yeah.
Just say, hey, can't wait for you to come back from like, hey, found out who you were through Mikey Over. Just want to say we can't wait for you to come back. Really
Yeah.
big fans of him. It came from a place of love.
Yeah, chat. Can we do that? But his DMs are turned off.
Maybe on Instagram they're not.
Maybe on Instagram they're not.
Guys, maybe we'll be the first. Barstool likes to weaponize the DMs. Let's be the first group of guys to go into some DMs and just flood it with love. Let's flood Bryce Hopkins with love. And say it's from me. You can message him on Instagram. Let's just be nice.
Yeah, Mason, talk to him on campus. You'll see. I'm sure that you see those guys on campus now.
Mason, when you see him, just tell him it was your fault.
Do you see those guys on campus?
Also, Bryce Hopkins just posted Big East Freshman of the Week, Ryan Mel. Shout out.
Shout out.
Goated. Yeah, do you see him? Dude,
You see
there's
everyone.
4,000 people.
That's so crazy.
See
to
him
me, like, to
everywhere,
think about.
dude.
It's like smaller than my high school.
They used to come to the dorm room parties that I was at, and you'd be like, oh, fuck, there's fucking Malik White. You literally have a game in 2 days. Or, oh, there's Alpha Diallo. You just saw him crack a Bud Light.
Well, we would do that too, but just like you'd like be in class with them and shit. Like athletes at Mizzou, like they like get golf carted around. They're in class for 10
No,
minutes.
they don't get
leave.
golf cart.
Yeah.
I mean, there actually is a golf cart that they will ride, but no, you see him everywhere, dude. See him everywhere.
That's sick.
The basketball guys were the door next to me my junior year in the dorms.
That's fine.
I got some shit.
And with that, we're gonna end the episode. A little inspiration, a little motivation
Yeah,
from Mikey Over.
They'd be doing some shit. All right. Here's the deal. Shout out, who was the center at that point? Nate Watson. He's my neighbor. Something I want to talk about. A little inspiration, a little motivation. I feel like I'm going to stop calling it inspiration, motivation. I think we need, let's just call it connection. I think at the end of the episode, I would love to connect with you guys. Because I think too many times in life, we don't try to connect, especially people that do social media and stuff. It feels very transactional. Like I post, I want you to like the things I post, and I want you to like me, and I want you to follow me, and I want like all this stuff. And I don't think there's enough time spent with genuine connection. I do feel like when we did the Night Sweats last week and towards the end of these episodes, I feel like you guys do feel connected to me, and I feel connected to you because we do get vulnerable and we talk at the end of these episodes, and I think it's been the best blessing that the show has had, that we've been able to have these conversations, and you guys have been so welcoming and able to at least hear me out for a little bit. And I know it's helped some people. Hopefully the people that think it's corny and cheesy, open yourself up enough to be able to connect a little bit here and understand where I'm coming from. And I think the message I wanted to talk about today a little bit, I love how we shift gears too, by the way. I feel like that's just what it's like knowing me as a person. Like, we could be talking about fucking that I wanted guac to the point where it was embarrassing, and then we'll talk about the fact that, going through things is really hard. But, so the things I really wanted to talk about today, something I really want to talk about. And it was something that I kind of grappled with on Friday. Like I told you guys, I do a lot of, I don't even know what mental workouts maybe is what I'll call it. That sounds very self-serving. Like saying that I work out my mental. I sound like such a fucking boner when I say shit like that. But I do a lot of work, and I do a lot of deep diving into my psyche now, and I think it's been very healthy for me at least. And something that I was grappling with on Friday that I wanted to talk with you guys about is this want to feel normal. And I really started thinking about it and kind of fighting with that feeling, especially not going out, kind of being alone in my apartment, watching the games, kind of just a couple of my buddies being out, my buddies from home being out, and just kind of, sitting there, not really feeling like myself. And you start having these thoughts of, I just want to feel like normal. Like, when am I going to feel normal again? Whether you go through something or you have a bad day, I think there's too many times that we kind of sit there and we're banging our head against the wall, metaphorically, just being like, I just want to feel normal again. And I think the conclusion that I came to is that the feeling of normal is going to be ever changing. And it's never going to be, because I feel like we do like to think back and we go, oh, I felt like so normal in this section or this memory that I have in the back of my head. But I think when you really, at least what I did, is you start deep diving on, okay, why do I feel like that feeling is normal to me? Like, why do I feel like in that moment in time that I'm thinking back on was normal? Like, why is that something that I'm chasing right now while I'm sitting here? And I think you realize that in that moment, you might be wishing that you felt normal. And I think you realize that as you start living and things happen in life, and it's a constant roller coaster. You have a great week, you have a bad week, you have a good hour, you have a bad hour, you have a good interaction with a coworker, you have a bad interaction with a coworker, you have a great moment with a friend, or then you guys are fighting. And I feel like we just constantly, whenever things start to do that dip, we just sit there and we just beg and want to feel normal again. But I think what I've started to realize is that normal is not a feeling to chase, because it doesn't exist really. There's no normal for how you feel. It's just that moment. And I think sometimes when we start deep diving on those moments where we thought we felt normal, there was 1,000 other things going on that we wished weren't going on, right? And I think that was just something I was grappling with on Friday, being like, when am I going to really start feeling normal? And I feel like it was something that, as I've gotten older, you start to chase when something happens. You're like, God, I just want to feel like nothing's wrong. I want to feel like nothing's the matter. But I think embracing those bad moments or those dark moments and working through them is what's perfect about the human experience. Because if everything was normal and everything was easy and everything was happy, it wouldn't really be worth doing the things that we're doing. And I think, something I talked on nights was I'm not going to really be chasing happiness anymore, and I'm not going to be wishing for normal, because I think it's a double-edged sword, right? Because at the other end of happiness is another 4-foot drop. At the other end of normal is not feeling normal, right? And when you chase those, you're never really going to feel it, right? And I think just that was a really weird battle I had on Friday, because I think everyone does it. Everyone sat there and been like, I really don't feel like myself. When am I feel like myself again? But yourself is constantly changing. It's ever evolving. And I think if you just start living for the moment, being where your feet are at, understanding everything else that we've talked about, that you've got plenty of time, that time's actually on your side, that none of us are going to make it out of this thing alive. So just be where your feet are at, roll with the punches, and just try to keep moving forward instead of chasing happiness or chasing this feeling of normal, because those feelings are always going to be ever evolving. You might do something you think is going to make you happy. You're like, wow, that doesn't really make me happy anymore. And now you're 5 feet back from where you already were back. And I think that was a really interesting moment I had on Friday of just being like, normal is going to be ever changing because I'm constantly changing. So that feeling of normal maybe I had a while ago, I don't know if this person today would think that the person that I am today would think that that's normal, or if I was even happy. You know what I mean? I think it's a very interesting moment and a very interesting feeling to grapple with. And I just, as we go forward at the start of our week, just understanding that this feeling and desire to feel normal or be normal, I don't think it necessarily exists. And, maybe it does, and that's fine. And maybe I'm talking out of my ass, but I just want you to be where your feet are at and just start living. Because I think we get so caught up in being like, oh, I just wish I felt normal. I wish I was happy. I'm like, yada, yada, yada. And we get so caught up that we're not even enjoying what's happening in the moment. We're not even living in the moment enough. That'll be today's tangent. Hopefully you took something away from it. I think it was a very weird battle I had Friday night with myself. And I think it, for the better, was honestly awesome. I literally wrote down, the want to feel normal is so weird. Because what is normal? It doesn't exist. The person you think is normal might be battling demons. The person that you think is the happiest ever or the biggest comedian or telling the funniest jokes might be the most unhappy when they get home. So what is normal? It doesn't exist. Try to take a step forward. Do things that make you feel good. And just understand that it's a process. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I think too many times we approach life like it's a sprint and I want to get from A to B. And we don't understand that A to B can sometimes be 5 years, 10 years. And that's okay. So I'm going to tell you the same thing I do at the end of every episode. Please take a step forward for me today. I know how hard it can be to take a step forward, but the strength is in the attempt, not the result. And sometimes we take steps backwards, and that's okay. Hell, I know I've taken multiple steps backwards in every facet of my life multiple times. But if you can just bring yourself to take the courage and have the courage to take that step forward, you've already won the day. Because it's about the attempt, not the result. I love you guys so much. We'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place. I believe Surge is back. We got BTL today. The full Bookit streaming network is back today. Every show that you love is back. Make sure you tune in to Night Sweats tonight. I would like to come on. Chelly invited me on, so I think I'm going to come on. Maybe we'll have some good things to sweat for the Vikings game. What was that?
Your country accent.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? But we got the Vikings game on tonight. Going to BTL. Tell them we said what's up. No BTL. They are traveling. Shit. But look out for the food review video on Krabs' Twitter, which I'm waiting for very patiently. Please. We got Surge today, though, so that's good. Make sure you tune in to Surge. We got Night Sweats later. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for all the support for the show. We've been getting a lot of good positive DMs about Intern Mason running that account and getting a lot of good interaction on that account. We love you guys so much. We're trying to build something special, and we appreciate everyone that's being a brick in the process of what we're trying to build over here. There's not enough words that I can even express for how thankful I am for everyone that tunes in every morning and that supports the show and watches and takes the bets and has fun with us every morning.